we're Gucci. I think we're Gucci, Gucci, Gucci. It's all good if you got some Kokoritos. Wait a minute, what am I going on here? Game Pass pack. It's a Game Pass pack? Wait a minute. Game Pass pack includes 80 Primo Jam, 10 Hero Wits, and requires Genshin Impact with account claim by 6:30. Oh, I already got this already. My bad. Whoops. 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 Yo, what is up, everybody? It's yeah, boy. Kakaroto, aka Coco. Welcome back to another Cocoritos Burritos Bangers. I haven't done Genshin in quite some time, right? So I decided that tonight will be the day for me to be focusing on this. My phone was off the whole evening. I didn't even know. But we're here now. So I hope you're doing great. Welcome in once again to the stream. But anyways, let's go ahead and hit that intro, and then we are gonna get things started. DJ Tits, go ahead and hit that intro, my boy. Do it for your boy one time.
Hey, Freddy Confetti, pop off.
It's get back when you kiss me the max. Back nigga, I don't know why you ask me. Yeah, but this bitch tryna ask me. Pull up with that top on the flash. Bitch, bro, don't play that. Me and my niggas, yeah, we stay strapped. These niggas like to play, we don't play around. Like you about to take a nap, we finna leg out. I got 100 nigga, all honeys. It's 100 round drum, got them all running.
All right. Welcome in, homies. Welcome in. All right, so we're gonna continue with the story today. There's a couple of things that I wanted to do. Um, Let me see if I can get those things completed and done today. At least I know I have a few missions to do, a few things in the game that need to be taken care of. So, yeah, welcome into the stream. A smile is something special. A ribbon is something red. Let him go. No. Let him go. No. A smile is something special. A ribbon is something red. But if you got some cocoritos, you'll be feeling red. Beep 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 beep. A smile is something special. A ribbon is something. All right, let's continue where we left off. We got a lot to do today. We got to do our dailies. I would like to see if I can do the Miliastra stuff. So we'll see how that goes. Dun, 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 dun. What up, Goofy? How you doing? A mierda is something special. A ribbon is something red. But if I got my cocoritos, you'll be feeling bad. Alright. I forgot I got to get my Woken. I didn't even log in yesterday, my boy. I gotta do better than that. So that means 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I still got time. I still got time technically to complete all 5. If I do this every day, I should be able to complete everything in a jiffy. So a smile is something special. A cocoa is something rare. But if I get my cocoritos, they'll be feeling. Key. Open the menu and view newly added Miliasha Wonderland features. Obtain my net. What? What? Did I get somebody new? Miliastra shop, cosmetic. A smile is something special. Who are all these people? Oh, Riven is. That's a lot of characters. I'm guessing you get different things. Cosmetics, eyes. Oh, you need a whole. Oh, that's a whole bunch of new stuff. I don't know about all that. A smile is something special. A coco is something rare. But if I get my cocoritos, there's cosmetic plants. Yeah. Got you. That's a lot of cosmetics, my boys. That's a lot of cosmetics. Jeez, they added so much in here. General teleport. Wow. I really need to go check that out. There's a lot of good stuff going on in there, but I don't want to mess with that, at least not for now. A smell is something special. A cocoa is something rare. So let me see. I gotta do this. 39 days left. I gotta take care of this too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, if I could do this in 5 days, we should be able to get what we need from here. Let me see, who can I change. I guess Diluc is gonna be the one that I'm gonna have to focus on the next couple of days. So it'll have to be Diluc, I think, more than likely. So let's go do our dailies. Take care of that for now, at least, because I know that's gonna take me a little bit of time to complete. Welcome in, TikTok. Welcome in. Um, no, let her go. No, a smile is something special. A cocoa is something rare. Let her go. No, a cocorito is something rare to focus on the next couple of days, so it'll have to be, I think, more than likely. Let me see what's going on with this. Let her go. No. A smile is something special. A cocoa is something rare. Cause Coco will clean your hairline just like Pennywise did in there. You're gonna go bald like Coco, so might as well. Oh, let her go. No. Let her go. No. A smile is something special. A Coco is something rare. But if I'm watching Kokorito, I won't go bald instead. Beep 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 beep. What up, the homie Nazar? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. How's your day going so far, my boy? Beep 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 bing.
Try and stop me.
Welcome in, homies. Welcome in. I hope you're doing great. Happy Thursday, or as I like to call it, Happy Friday Eve. 'Cause it's almost Friday, right? It's almost Friday, my dudes. Good stuff. How you doing, Anthony? How you doing, Nazar? Thank you so much for the likes tonight on the stream already, my boys. I hope you're all doing great. Thank you once again for being here tonight. I'm gonna be maybe I'll take a little break from Brawl Stars today, just because I do have a few
Grab
games
the
that I want to
engines.
play. I was supposed to do Clash of Clans or Clash Royale, but honestly, I think I'm gonna take a little break. I do need to catch up on a few games that I haven't played in a hot minute, and I feel like today is one of those days.
Light of the blazing sun. Full throttle.
Annoying. These guys are so annoying. Call of Duty, I saw the new season came out.
Pyroclastic surge.
I forgot to do my battle pass, and I kind of messed up. Come along with me to the butterflies and bees. Where is this located? This is up here. Yeah, we could do this. Yeah, I haven't done Call of Duty. Maybe. I think tonight I just want to take a little break just to do other games, but I think tomorrow we'll probably end up doing heavily
Try and
on
stop me.
the Call of Duty and stuff and whatnot. It's just it's been a little while. A smile is something special. Ooh, I'm not messing with that. I'm not messing with that. I'm not messing with that. But how you been, Anthony? How was your day? What did you do? Wait a few seconds till I get my stuff back on here. I'm gonna play Call of Duty. Bye. Sure. Go do your thing, Anthony. Go do your thing. Take care, homie.
Light
Take
it up. We
care.
got ourselves a straggler.
We got ourselves a straggler.
Wrath from the skies.
Yeah. Take care. No worries. No worries. Be safe,
Incinerate.
homie. Be safe.
Turn that frown upside down.
We're done with our dailies. Let's go. Now I gotta go spend. I gotta go spend a whole bunch. Let me go get some books because I know I need books to level up my character. So, this is definitely one of them, right? Yeah. Let's go get some books. We need books to level up characters, anyways. What up, DeAndre? How you doing? Welcome everybody to the stream. I know we're not playing a little bit of Brawl Stars today, and I apologize. But I do want to play a little bit of some games that I have not played in a hot minute. So if you don't get to see Brawl Stars tonight, and this is not something that you want to watch, it's all good, my boys. I totally understand. I know people are busy with life and whatnot, and I totally understand if you don't stay and watch. Don't feel bad if you don't like watching these games, because I know it's not everybody's cup of tea.
We got ourselves
So
a
it's all good, my
straggler.
boy.
Sweet dreams.
I'm doing good. Cannot complain, my boy. Just got home not too long ago. I was a little bit busy, but doing great. Cannot complain.
Yachan, Taechan, let's go.
Resistance is futile.
Oh,
Save yourself.
oh, chick. Time to relax. Light of the blazing sun.
Intel. Send.
Good stuff. It's a lot of resources right there that we ended up getting. But I'm doing great. Cannot complain. Life is good. Life is still good, my boys. The homie Snake Eater. Let's see. The Homito Hoyoverse. Now, where's the next one? The next one's up here. Now, I don't want to deal too much with the bosses, because some of these stuff is a little bit difficult, especially fighting these guys. Let me see, who am I fighting up here? A smile is something special. A cocoa is something rare. But if I got my cocoritos, I'll feel better than.
Prepare to meet your
Bidim, bidi, bidi, bidim, bibing.
sweet dreams. Cast your worries to the wind.
Use the force authorized.
Incinerate! Pyroclastic surge!
Got him.
Try and stop me! Time to relax.
Resistance is futile. Save
Not a good sign.
Intel.
Jammed.
Let's go. That's gonna give me a whole bunch of books that I need to level up my homie over here. So we're probably gonna do that. That's 40-40. It's a lot of bugs. All right, where's the next one that's gonna give me whatchamacallit? Yeah, I don't want to fight that one. That's gonna give me some really nasty monster that's gonna take me a little bit too long to beat. So let's go find one inland, and let's go from there. I want to see if I finish the story that I didn't get to finish last time, because that's gonna help me out too. A smile is something special. A ribbon is something rare. But if I keep my hairline clean like Coco, I'll be good. A Coco is something special. Let him go. No. What? What? Kill these guys. Hey, you.
Turn that frown
Hey,
upside
you.
down.
Hey, you. A smile is something special. A Coco is something rare. Let him go. No. Let him go. No. A Coco is something special.
I'll protect us.
My Coco is something rare. But if I get some Cocoritos,
Light it up. Time to relax.
this should be good enough. 'Cause it's doing the melt.
Bad dreams be gone.
The night cometh.
Burn it down. Wrath from the sky. Incinerate. Pyroclastic surge. Rise with the
Let's go. I don't know what happened there, but we did good. It's a lot of resources. Alright, so we finished spending 120 that we needed on there. I think we're good. Alright, let's go back to our township. See, I finished that. I finished that. Welcome in to the stream on TikTok. I hope you're doing great. Good evening, homies. A smile is something special. A coco is something rare. But if I got some cocoritos, you'll be. Oh, let him go. No, let him go. No. A coco, something special.
Ad Astra Abbott.
All right, let me go ahead and claim all, and then we're gonna send everybody out. Beautiful. And then we're gonna
Ad
claim my
Astra.
thing. Adastra
Thank you for completing.
Abitheski. All right, beautiful. Now we got everything. Okay, so with that said, now that we finished completing that, what up, the homie Dima? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. How's your day going so far? Thank you so much for the 102 likes on the stream. All right, so we finished at least that part of Temper Thyself. We got 2 days completed. Now I need one for tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's gonna complete 5 to complete at least one of these for the week. And then we got like 80 more days to complete that stuff. So, Song of the Welcome Moon, I gotta finish completing this one. So where was I? An elegy for the Welcome Moon. Yeah, this we didn't get to finish this last time, which I'm gonna have to do this. What up, Vinny? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. How you guys doing tonight? When are you playing Brawl Stars? The new update is here. I might play Brawl Stars today, maybe after the stream. but I just don't want people to stay up late waiting for me. So if it is gonna be a stream, it might be like a late stream. Tomorrow we'll do something early. I just got home late from work and I got caught up with some stuff and I had to do some things. So some of you guys might miss the stream unless you live in California and whatnot. So 8, 9, 10, 11. So what time is it right now? 11. So maybe like in about
Instead
an
of
hour from
confining
now.
themselves to
So
the
for some of you
heavens,
guys, it still might be
gods should
early.
broaden their
But
horizons
if
in
you
the
end up
world
missing the
below.
stream, it's alright. I got Mecha Edgar and Hypercharge Piper from the new box. Very nice. I didn't get anything. I opened my thing and I logged in just for the hell of it. And I didn't get exactly what I needed because there was nothing in there. But the new update looks good.
Full throttle!
Ooh, this is not good. I'm almost out of stamina. Gotta pick up where we left off. How you been, the homie Vinny? Welcome, Dima. Thank you so much for the support. You just unlocked Gray. Very nice, very nice. You guys don't have all the brawlers yet, right? I think the new brawler just got unlocked. Gigi, whatever her name is. I think that became available. Um, but yeah, if you end up missing the stream, don't worry about it, homies. I'll be around tomorrow, and then we'll play it early, if whatnot, if anything. So let's speak with these two homies first. Let's speak with her. Chat with everyone while you're waiting. Yeah, might as well. Is there anything else going on here? We're definitely gonna go to war, and I think Duran is gonna be here to help us out. Are you gonna be live at 11 p.m.? Yeah, yeah. I'm about to be up tonight, so it's gonna be a late night stream. Um, I'm not sleepy tonight either, so I'll be around. I'll be around. But like I said, please don't wait up on me. I know some of you guys have to go to work, have to go to school, and right now for me it's 9:49 p.m. I don't know what time it might be for some of you guys, but I'm gonna try to complete as much as I can on the stream today for Genshin, and then once I'm satisfied with what I have to do, then we'll probably end up switching to Brawl Stars.
Exploration
And
and
once again, I
trials.
apologize because I know it's late.
Adventuring
Your
is
time
right
is
up my
valuable,
alley.
believe me. Um, so we'll probably end up coming back. So for you, it will probably be like around 10 o'clock, the homie Dima. My time will be probably 11. So we'll be around. But again, if you guys have responsibilities, take care of those things. Tomorrow is going to be a new day. School comes first, okay? Especially when it comes to your responsibilities. I wouldn't want anybody to fail. I know it's like me lecturing you guys, and I don't want to lecture you guys, but I want you guys to be successful in life, okay? Sure. And like I said, stay as long as you want. No obligation. I'm just here to entertain you guys and enjoy what we're doing here. So,
You're both awfully quiet. Why don't I start us off with an icebreaker?
Much obliged.
Have either of you ever had your portrait painted? If not, I'd be glad to help.
That sounds like a lovely idea. You know how to paint then?
I dabble occasionally.
He's an excellent painter. Tables, chairs, people, dragons, you name it. He'll paint it for you.
I'm flattered.
If I ever get the chance, I'd like to give it a try myself.
I'll bear that in mind. Anyway, how about you, Durin?
just
What sort
unlocked
of
Ray and
portrait
got
would you
him to
prefer?
power level 8. Very nice.
I'd be fine with anything. Whatever style feels best to you.
The only thing for me is I run out
Very
of
well.
coins to level up my
Then
characters.
I'll play it by
Ray's
ear.
not bad.
You can
You just
replicate
gotta have good
any
aim.
style I want.
I can try. If
He's the
you
one that
show me
goes
a sample,
pew,
I'll do my best
pew
to match it.
when you shoot, right?
Thank you. In that case, I'll dig up some reference material for you.
A smile is something special. A cocoa is something rare. But if I keep my hairline intact, Coco won't haunt me there. Beating, bitty, bitty, beeping, beating. Pause. Yeah, I know I have. Yep. He's not bad, so he's not bad. 6'5", 97 brawlers. But why not 6'7"? If you get 2 more, you'll have 6'7", you know what I mean?
Is there something you'd like to say to me?
just show up here without even giving us a heads up?
If you think back to our previous interactions, you may recall that that's hardly out of character for me.
You do have a point there.
Sorted out your accommodation yet?
Oh yeah, you'll need to find somewhere to stay the night too, right? Want to tag along with us? You never know. We might get a group discount.
Sure, let's do that.
Great! Paimon will handle it! And in return, we can get Dainslift to be our very own personal bodyguard.
Paimon, you're thinking out loud again.
If that's what you had in mind, you should have said so sooner. I'd be happy to help.
Oh, okay then. Paimon was only kidding, but good to know.
Don't worry,
Anyway,
Dima. It takes
since
some
we're all
time to
here
get all the
together,
brawlers. I didn't
we might as well
unlock
watch
all
each
my
other's
brawlers
That's just what friends do, right?
overnight. But
Indeed.
Kid is definitely somebody
you.
you should get. Kid or what's his face? The samurai. What's his face? What's his name?
Ah, Miss Nefer. You made it after all. But what about Yehoda?
I'm here to give you an update on how things are going on our end. Once this is over, I'll be heading straight back to continue my work. I left Yehoda back at the curatorium to watch over things while I'm
Kid takes
gone.
priority.
So much
Cornelius
for
is not bad either.
justice
That's a good
once.
order to go in order to unlock those characters, Dima.
Shh! Not so loud! We're on a roll here. What if she remembers and suddenly decides to back out?
Did you say something, Mr. Varka?
Huh? I didn't say anything. Right, Flints?
Must have been a frog. They get so noisy around here at nighttime. It's like they're putting on a concert in the background.
Anyway, before we begin, there's a few introductions to make. Let me start by saying that it's an honor to be
Kenji,
speaking
that's the
before
name.
so many
He's
distinguished
good too.
colleagues and collaborators.
It's either
First
Kenji or
up,
Kid
we have Miss Lauma.
that I would
As Moon
unlock if I
Chanter,
didn't have them
She's
because
the leader of the Frost Moon
they're good.
Scions, a local religious community in Nodcry. Then there's Miss Nefer, boss of the Curatorium of Secrets, an intel gatherer extraordinaire. Nefer is leading the investigation into Rarer's background, assisted by Yehoda and Lauma.
Kaza
From the
too.
little I've heard, they're making some great
It's Kenji,
progress.
Kenji, and Kaza.
Over here, we
Yep.
have Mr. Flint's. A ratnik
costs a
and
lot of money,
guardian
Dima.
the abandoned lighthouse.
So it's gonna
In
take
our
a little bit
last
of time to
operation,
unlock
he
them.
courageously
Just try not to
distracted the
rush too
wild
much
hunt
because
to
then
buy
you'll
time for the
suck
rest of
out
us.
the fun
For
out
those
of playing the
who've never
game.
met, this is
So-
Mr. Albedo, a renowned alchemist and captain of the Knights of Favonius investigation team.
He's captain of the
His side is a
Favonius, the
nuisance
Knights
for
of
us all,
Favonius
myself
investigation
included.
team. Wow.
Mr. Durin, who has come to lend his aid. Next up, we have the Moon Maiden and former Fatui Harbinger, Miss Columbina. Then we have the Traveler, who's earned more titles than I could possibly hope to list out, so I'll spare you the rundown. And Paimon, the ultimate travel companion and quite possibly the best guide in all of Tevat.
Wow! That's a lot of people! Great turnout!
Miss Nefer, it looks like you might have another job coming your way, so, congratulations on the booming business, I guess.
What up,
You
Kaylee?
think I haven't got enough on
Welcome
my
in the
hands
homies
as
on
it is?
TikTok.
Who's looking for me now?
That would be me, Miss Nefer. I have a commission for you.
And you are?
Who I am doesn't matter right now. What does matter is that I'd like you to gather more intelligence about the Recher of Solnari.
Well, it's not as if we never take on anonymous commissions. But in your case, I'll have to decline. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say your job's probably more hassle than it's worth. Something about you seems like bad news.
It's my eyes, isn't it?
Conrian, I assume. And what's with the mask? Are you trying to hide your identity? In any case, the fact that you're even still alive raises an awful lot of questions for me.
My name is Dainsliff. And yes, I am from Conria. As I'm sure you're aware, the Raker of Solnari's real name is Rerir. He was once an acquaintance of mine.
Really? Then you must have been
I
quite
like this
an
cutscene. It's about to
influential
get
figure
crazy right
yourself.
now.
You
I'm
flatter
definitely
me,
up
but
getting
none of that
grade
matters
to
anymore.
1,000 trophies.
My point was simply to
Good luck with
clarify
that.
why I have asked Miss Nefer
So wait, the
to
upside down thing is
investigate
gone
Rerir's
already?
background.
So you're both from
There's no new
Conria, and it
events?
sounds like you used to be friends. What am I missing here? Surely you already know how he became one of the Five Sinners.
I'll tell you everything I know. The history of Conria, the names and identities of the Five Sinners. I remember it all like it was yesterday. I have never spoken openly of this before, but the truth was exactly as people say. The Five Sinners were each driven by their own desires, and it was by playing upon these that the Abyss
But the
tempted
original
them to their
geographic
fall,
with the robots.
tearing
Okay.
Conria apart in the process. The visionary,
Oh, the original gem
Vedfir,
grab.
who wished to foretell the future.
And that's
The
it?
wise,
Damn.
Haroptatir, who sought limitless knowledge. Gold, Rhindaughter, who desired to create life. The foul, Sertologi, who pursued supreme strength.
So these are the
And
five,
last but not least,
the
Raker
five
of
sinners.
Solnari,
They're talking
Rerir,
about the five sinners.
Ravager of the Moon. Of the five, Rerir is the only one who remains a mystery to me. He never harbored grand ambitions. So what changed in the space of a single night? How did he come to fall like the others?
In other words, you're saying that his change came as a shock to you, and you have no idea what actually happened?
That's right.
You mentioned how the Abyss tempted them, which led to their fall. But what did that look like in practice? And what other context can you give me about the events of that time? The more detail you can give me, the better.
Strangely, now that it comes to it, I hardly know where to begin. The fateful night took place during the era of the Eclipse Dynasty. One day, my elder brother, the visionary, Vedfir, was summoned to the palace by the Vinster King, only for the king to gouge out his eyes and cast him into the dungeons. When I came to hear of this, my fury knew no bounds. I gathered together every ally I thought I had, and together, we set a night to storm the palace and free Ved. Centuries on, the memories of that night still haunt me, like a never-ending nightmare. We broke through the palace gates, just like we had planned, each striking towards our separate targets. But then, I was betrayed. Even Vedfir, the very person I had come to rescue, abandoned me and partook of the Abyss's power.
So, it's personal after all. Then tell me, Mr. Dainsleif, what price are you willing to pay? You, of all people, must know that nothing comes for free.
I cannot say what price would be worthy of such a commission. But know this. Rerir was not always a madman. Believe it or not, there was a time when he was just an ordinary man, working for the Conrian Intelligence Service. Uncovering the truth of Rerir's past is the only way to unravel this mystery. But before you decide if you will accept my commission, I will tell you more about him. Enough, I hope, to help you plan your next move.
Sounds pretty good to me. Feels like we just flagged down a random passerby, only to discover he's actually a master strategist who has a score to settle with our enemy.
Must be all the good karma I've been building.
Can I
The
borrow
original
your
gem
halo?
grab with the
It could
robots
be
is up.
useful
I'm
in
gonna
the
see if I
White
check it
House.
out today.
Hey, enough with the
Thank you, by the way, for the
wisecracks.
100 likes. Help
Besides,
me complete a
is
mission
that
on
ram of yours
TikTok.
bright enough already?
Let's go, my boys.
Relax.
I'll give Give your proposal some serious thought, Mr. Dainsleif. Let's speak in private once the meeting is over.
Before that, there's a few things I'd like to share.
So this one you gotta complete witches homework. If you complete that, you get a free character. So there's a lot to do. We gotta jump between that mission, and the other stuff. Okay, so they're recounting meeting the Nave. How the iridescent moon's marrow was retrieved from the crimson moon space. Okay. You recount meeting the Nave and how the iridescent moon's marrow was retrieved from the crimson moon space. You make it clear that the Nave chose to help you of their own accord, then concluded by reporting how the hearts of the three moons are finally in your hands.
Now that we've united the hearts of the three moons, your power should be greatly enhanced. But it seems like that hasn't happened yet.
I believe it will take a little longer. You've done so much for me, so I want to be completely honest with you all. Even though I'm doing a lot better now, the truth is, my recovery will likely be an
What up,
ongoing
Expo? How you doing?
process. From the moment I was born, my power has been slowly ebbing away. And that is because Tevat has never accepted me. Even with the moons united as one, it seems my rejection cannot be undone.
How you doing, homie? Welcome to the stream, the
I have
homie
yet to
Dima.
find a solution.
Welcome in once again on
It may turn out
TikTok.
to be a problem that will plague me until the day I finally leave this place behind. Even so, I will do everything in my power to help you drive out the Ray here of Solnari. As Arlecchino put it, this is not about chasing the spoils of victory. It's just a gesture of heartfelt gratitude.
Kutar.
Defeating the Ray here of Solnari will be no easy task. While my strength slowly recovers, we'll also need to gather more intel.
Naturally. We should take all the help we can get if we hope to defeat him.
We've considered several viable plans now, but our choice hinges on the answers to a few key questions. Is it even possible to kill Rerir? What experiences shaped the person or monster he became? And what's he really after? Given Albedo's expertise in alchemy, I think we should leave him to try and answer the first of these questions.
Understood.
As for the other two, I'm afraid we'll have to count on you again, Miss Nefer. Believe me when I say it's not my wish to burden you. But right now, relying on your skills is our only option.
So you're placing all your hopes on me, huh?
We can't thank you enough for agreeing to help us. Honestly, I can hardly believe how lucky we are.
You sure have a talent for changing your tune, Miss Moonchanter. Timid like Yehoda one moment, then flinces insincere flattery the next.
Ladies, please. I must object to your portrayal of me. That's all. Feel free to keep bickering. Just pretend I'm not here.
I almost don't want to leave this room. I'm curious to see how this plays out.
I have faith in you, Miss Nefer. Something tells me you'll stand by us until the very end.
Oh? And what makes you so sure of that? What if I suddenly decide that my compensation is insufficient?
This isn't about the money. I can sense that you've got a deep-seated distaste for Rerir. And knowing you, that alone is motive enough.
Look at them getting along so well. Like two peas in a pod.
And I'm the one they accuse of insincere flattery. There is no justice.
Miss Lauma, you have to understand something. Unlike you, I don't actually enjoy having everyone's hopes on my shoulders.
Is that right? Well, maybe the fact that I'm willing to put my hopes in other people says more about me than you. But the fact is, I also trust you. And that's because I know that you're someone we can count on.
Anyway, we've got our plan, so let's get moving. Mr. Dainsleif, let's talk. And Traveler, once we're finished, if you've nothing else planned, I'd like you to come with me.
This whole experience is teaching me a lot. For instance, I now know that when other issues come up in the future, I'll have far more luck getting Lauma to convince Miss Nefer than trying to do it myself.
Hate to say it, friend, but that's one of the funniest things I've heard in a while.
Why? You think I've got it wrong?
Quite the opposite. But what makes it so hilarious is how long it's taken you to realize.
Nefer and Dainsleif converse intently for quite some time. From the gravity of their expressions, you can tell how heavily the next stage of the plan weighs upon both. After a short chat, short. Blah, blah, blah. After a short chat, Albedo and Durin head off with Varka on what they describe as a sample finding mission. Llama steps out for a while, then comes back loaded up with the emergency medicine. She tells you that while people rarely expect to get hurt, it's her duty to be ready when they do. Okay? You and Paimon wait patiently for Nefer, content to see how well everyone is working together. Once Nefer is finished, you follow her and Lama back to the curatorium. Alright, let's continue. Let's see. We gotta skedaddle out of here, huh? Hey, we were just coming back to the curatorium. No?
Thank you for waiting.
It's okay. We actually used the time to help Dainsleif get a room at the hotel.
That's very considerate of you. Now, I trust you share my curiosity about Rerir's past, and you seem fairly familiar with Mr. Dainsleif already. We spoke at some length after the meeting. He was the one who suggested I should invite you to join this operation. He feels confident that these secrets will be safe with you.
Dane has a lot of faith in us, that's for sure.
Likewise. I appreciate that you got right on board without interrogating me about why I invited you. It shows that you trust me to explain everything in due course.
That's because we know what you're capable of. We appreciate you too, Nefer. You might have been forced to help in the beginning, but this time, it was your choice.
That's one way to put it. Another is this, that once a decision's been made, it's set in stone. After that, my only goal is to see it through. Alright, so here's how it is. I'm going to access Rerir's thoughts again using my confidential method. Now, I'm sure you've seen things like this before on your travels, so you're surely well aware of how dangerous it can be. The reason I've gathered you all here is to ensure my safety during the proceedings. I plan for us to enter the fragment of his consciousness together and once inside, I will focus on searching for information. Think of this as a diving expedition into someone's brain. If I'm the diver, you are my safety equipment, tasked with keeping me alive while I'm under the surface. Once the ceremony begins, we will all be spying on privileged information. But in the interests of safety, you must remain absolutely silent at all times. We will discuss our observations after the ceremony has concluded. Lastly, any individuals of a weaker constitution are advised not to partake in the ceremony. In any case, Paimon has her own job to do, which requires staying in the room but not joining the ceremony.
Wow. I guess our brain diving techniques are a trade secret.
Well, good luck, everyone. Sounds like all Paimon can do is cross her fingers and root for you guys.
There's a little more to it than that. I was being serious when I said you have a job to do. While the rest of us are inside Rarir's mind, it's imperative that we have a team member on the outside. In the event that something goes wrong, you will be our first responder. I don't anticipate any issues, but the extra level of safety will be greatly appreciated.
I second that. This is a dangerous operation here, and you're our whole rescue team. That's pretty much the most important job in the crew.
So, Paimon's like the lifeguard? Yeah, that makes sense. All right, got it.
Good. Please, take a seat. We'll get started momentarily.
So, did Mr. Dainsliff tell you anything else?
He told me that he believes Rarir kept some big secrets in his life. He's not sure that they were the cause of his eventual downfall, but he's asked me to uncover what those secrets were all the same.
But surely you're not planning to go through with this, no matter the cost.
If you think that, you'd be overestimating me. I'm a businesswoman, not a mercenary. But I do have my own professional reasons for taking this job. You think I'd turn down the opportunity to get a first-hand glimpse into Conrian history? No chance.
Well, as long as you don't let morbid curiosity get in the way of safety concerns, we're good. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
You're such a killjoy.
Never is hilarious. I ain't even gonna lie to you. The incense candles and whatnot. She still has no intention of sharing her trade secrets. Exactly.
All right, I'm good to go.
All set over here, too.
Okay.
Promise, Paimon, you'll be extra careful.
Pinky promise.
All right. Let your whole body relax. We're about to begin. Close your eyes.
Let's go.
Phew. Could this be his office? Pretty standard setup. Bookshelves, paperwork, files. According to Dainsliff, Rarir used to be an intelligence operative. Chances are there's plenty of top-secret intel stashed away in this room. Is this where you keep your secrets, Rarir? Can't say I'm not looking forward to this.
Okay. Let's focus on this. All those baby angels, Aladdin's. Let's see. What are we doing? Let's move on with the story. That was pretty intense though. Because I know something's gonna happen. Oh, so you can enhance Durin? No, you lying. I can get him twice? I can get him twice. Bro. I could get Durin twice. Okay, okay.
He looks even gloomier than last time. I wonder what's changed.
Today's files are in. Time to wade through them just like usual.
Okay.
Male, 51. Occupation, cook. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has maintained frequent contact with other descendants over the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty.
Okay.
Neutralized. This one should be archived under purged targets.
What up, Gabriel? Yo, Coco, did you get the Jana World Finals pin? And do you know how I can get it? I played Genshin with you, but my phone is actually so old. Can't even wish. I was only able to update it. Damn, homie. We pulled a new character, by the way. How do we get the Janet World's final pin? Do we gotta scan something? Is that what we gotta do? Let me see. Supercell store.
Female, 23. Occupation, office clerk. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has maintained frequent contact with other descendants over the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized.
Okay.
Another one for purged targets. Sounds like she was that other man's daughter. Never mind. What's it got to do with me? Male, 40. Occupation, teacher. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has been observed making contact with other descendants during the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized on...
So how do we get Janet World's final pin? How do we get it? Is it free?
Just another nobody for the archive.
I guess.
Come to think of it, I remember surveilling this man. A case like his never would have been considered a priority in the past. Huh. He barely even interacted with other Crimson Moon descendants. Female, 16. Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has been observed making contact with other descendants during the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized on... Filed. I have no recollection of this girl. None whatsoever. She doesn't seem to be anyone important, but then again, how many of them really are?
Okay.
Female, 13. Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has been observed making contact with other descendants during the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized on... Filed.
A lot of dead people, huh?
Male, 11. Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has not been observed making any contact with other descendants during the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized on... Male. 6. Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Poses a threat to the dynasty.
It's funny, isn't it? Your job is becoming both harder and easier at the same time, depending on how you look at it. Sooner or later, the Crimson Moon descendants will be completely wiped out. But as their numbers dwindle, they become harder and harder to track down.
That's not how it is.
Fortunately, however, most of the able-bodied adults have already been taken care of. The remaining weaklings will be increasingly easy to deal with.
No! No. My job is to ensure the survival of the Eclipse Dynasty. And the only way to do that is by eliminating any and all potential threats. It's a perfectly legitimate line of work. Every single one of my colleagues can attest to my fairness. And if my friends were aware of the facts, I know they'd back me up too. Assuming, of course, that they were. aware of all the facts.
Let's go. Let's go look for the
He
homie.
looks even gloomier than last time. I wonder what's changed.
A lot. True. Let's go, this guy. How do we get out of this? I'm trying to get out from this. There you go. Ooh, there could be some treasures here.
A box containing a ring inlaid with a precious gem. Must be for his girlfriend.
Let me be a woman. Woman. Let me be a woman. Alright. She didn't even do nothing. She didn't even do nothing.
People only see what they want to, so don't be your own fool.
Alright. Let's move on to this other thing. Let's go look for her. This is how she plays, huh?
Can't hide the truth.
I'm seeing how that works. That's to run. Okay. Wait, how do I open this thing? Do I have to go through there? To the wall?
A file tucked inside a folder. The title reads, Dear Breakfast Shop Owner. It's a list of names. But at this stage, I have no idea who any of them even are.
Okay. Let's get that all out of here. Let's see. Let's go. We gotta go through the window. No? Really? Oh. But this is what? Behind the Kokorito or something like that? I think it is, right?
Mr. Vedifalnir? It's been quite some time since we last met.
Rerir, I trust you're here because you have something important to discuss.
Forgive me. I wasn't tuning out, it's just, I noticed you didn't even phrase that as a question. As if you knew I was coming. Tell me, does someone in your position ever feel the need to ask questions at all?
It is indeed within my power to foresee certain things. Things like your arrival.
I was just thinking. It won't be long before I'll be inviting both you and Dane to my wedding.
That isn't a lie, but nor is it a fact as such. It's a wish, isn't it?
No fooling a prophet, is there?
Ever since that day we met for drinks, I knew it was only a matter of time before you came looking for me.
Does it feel good? Knowing how the future will unfold.
I'm afraid the notions of good and bad fail to capture the complexity of what such a power entails. Once you've seen what will come to pass, it can be all too easy to succumb to fear and melancholy. Unless, of course, you learn to abandon these feelings. You fear my silence, and long to hear the words I left unspoken that day.
That's right.
You must have noticed my reluctance to broach the subject. And the reason is simple. Because the truth could never have lived up to your hopes. For both our sakes, such words are better left unsaid. The burden of prophecy was never meant for your shoulders.
So who exactly do you deem worthy to hear your prophecies? None but our exalted king?
Or rather, our king as he once was.
You're closer to his majesty than I am. You must know better than anyone how much he's changed.
You say that as though it is to my benefit. Yet precisely because of that, I dare not speak rashly. A king can turn out to be the most virtuous of rulers, or a tyrant more terrible than the most vicious of dragons.
You are so wise and far-sighted, yet still you would have me live in fear of the unknown?
You make a fair point. Especially given my silence alone was all it took to send you spiraling downwards. Very well then. Let me offer you some advice. And I say this not as a prophet or a visionary, but simply as the brother of your friend. For many reasons, there is very little chance of your marriage ending in happiness. If happiness is what you seek, you should find another fiancé.
Hold on. There's that same black fog again. Could this memory belong to Thelindis? Guess I'd better tread carefully.
Okay. Let's see. Let's go. Give me 2 seconds. Let me just make sure I have my my phone charger. Welcome in, my boys. Welcome in.
Emotions are like a raging torrent that surges through the mind.
Gotta get ready
More
for
often
Brawl
than
Stars, huh?
not, if you try to hold them back, you'll be swept away by their unstoppable force. And if you try to ignore them entirely, you'll end up tearing yourself to pieces.
True. Very, very true. So, it's crazy, is all I gotta say. Let's continue moving forward. Is it gonna hurt us? I hope not.
Wait. Hear me out.
They don't love
This
you
time we
like I
finally
love
got a clear look at his
you. Wait.
face and learned his true identity. His name
They
is
don't
Laramir,
love you like I love
and
you.
he claims to be one of the king's guards.
Wait.
What did you say?
A cruel irony, isn't it? The man
They
you're
don't
set
love
to
you like
marry
I
leads
love
a
you.
double life as a brutal executioner.
Why are you telling me all of this now?
Wait.
Simple. It's because I want you to kill him. You are the only person he would never suspect.
No, absolutely not. I would never dream of doing such a despicable thing.
So you'll just stand by and watch him slaughter us to the last? Do not forget that the blood of the Crimson Moon flows in your veins too.
The blood of the Crimson Moon? What does that matter now? The dynasty has long been dead and gone. You think that alone is reason enough for me to throw away everything I have?
Why wouldn't it be? You two were once a child of the Crimson Moon, just like me. Don't tell me you've never felt so much as a flicker of fury for the way we were trampled into the dust.
As long as you promise to abandon this pipe dream of restoring your dynasty, I can try to persuade him. Or have him persuade the Vinster King.
Persuade the Vinster King? Do you even know why he's so obsessed with hunting us down? Why he keeps trying to force us to hand over our secrets? Over and over again? Or why we refuse to give up on restoring the dynasty? The Vinster King. A blind fool. His eyes clouded by powers from beyond this world. A petty little man with a miser's heart. And he dares to sit upon the throne? Mark my words. Sooner or later, Conria will fall. and it will be his doing. If you can't bring yourself to do it, so be it. Just you watch. It won't be long before calamity descends upon us all.
The Rayhir of Solnari. That really is quite a secret you've been keeping from me, Rarir. But who am I to talk? Am I really any better? I've kept my own past a secret this whole time, too. Love should be built on honesty. But ours was born from lies. And yet... is it really so wrong to hide things that would only make life harder? If we don't cover up the parts that no one else should see, how can we go on pretending to be normal? Vedifulnir must have known all this. And that's why he made his prophecy. In the end, nothing stays hidden forever. But I won't just sit by and watch this disaster unfold. I'll do everything in my power to protect what I cannot afford to lose, no matter who I have to face.
Sheesh. Return to the office.
Huh? Was that Rarir who just walked past the window? Doesn't it give you the chills that he still takes the same road to work every day? As if nothing ever happened.
Those people at the deli.
Enough already. They're clearly pretty taken by their own disguises, so just smile and play along. Pull the rug from under beasts like that, and you'll risk having your throat torn out.
Deli? Oh. They're talking about those people from the opposition. Right. I'd almost forgotten they used to run a deli. People of no consequence always vanish so easily. No one even remembers them.
Okay, let's head on back. Hopefully we can finish the storyline.
But surely you can see he's not the man he pretends to be. So many have died already, and they say that the king's madness grows with each passing day. We're not going to survive this, are we? But why does it have to be this way? Do we really deserve to die just because of the blood that runs through our veins? Felindis, are you even listening?
I'm here.
Sorry, Freether. My mind was off wandering. I heard you, though. You're talking about what Rarir said. He's just following the king's orders. He's a secret agent, and it's his job to hunt down rebels and dissidents.
By the time you first met him, he'd already taken lives. Maybe he was using you from the very beginning.
No. Rarir has no idea I have anything to do with the Crimson Moon. My family are only distant relatives of the main lineage, and besides, my eyes are perfectly ordinary. Truth be told, apart from my teacher, pretty much no one knows I have any connection to any of it. It's been a long time since my family severed ties.
But as Orlog said, who could possibly talk sense into that raving lunatic of a king? No one.
I'll work something out. Trust me, I'm with you all. But for now, you need to keep yourselves hidden. Don't let anyone find you, anyone at all. Don't forget that Rarir is an Eclipse operative. You need to be extra careful when he's around. And when I am too. For now, don't come looking for me. And if anything happens to me, just act like we've never met.
If even you can't escape this, what hope do the rest of us have? But after all this time together, surely he wouldn't lay a hand on you.
I won't speak in his defense, nor can I give you a clear answer to that question. But I'll do everything I can to put an end to this. Here, hold on to this. If an opportunity to escape presents itself, take it. You'll be glad you took some spare change.
You call that change? But what about you?
I've got a job, and there's still money coming in. But you can't go anywhere right now. Please think about yourself for once.
Good stuff. Let's keep it going. That's a training room? What the hell?
Another day, another round of assassination training. Training ground is just beyond this hidden passageway.
When you kill a person, doesn't it bother you when you end up covered in their blood?
Why would it? Aren't we all just walking blood bags?
But not everyone is accustomed to hunting down others like prey. You've been a hunter for so long now, you seem to have forgotten that most people don't just go around killing one another.
Leave me alone.
Well, let's keep it going. Let me see if I can do this Don Pollo style. Some Don Pollo.
Emotions are like a raging torrent that surges through the mind. More often than not, if you try to hold them back, you'll be swept away by their unstoppable force. And if you try to ignore them entirely, you'll end up tearing yourself to pieces.
Let's go. We are kicked, homie.
Make sure you have a firm grip on the handle. Then choose your angle well. Keep your movements light and brisk. And the prey won't sense a thing.
How that no one's ever died of chronic death in your hands.
I work clean. No traces.
The king happens to need you right now. What if someday he doesn't?
That won't happen.
You see, ever since you fell on the spell of that power, in the beginning, you only had to take out a handful of the guilty. But now...
The ones I've dealt with have always been guilty. And I've carried out my work flawlessly.
No more lies.
You know why Olympus didn't accept your proposal, don't you? Was it because he didn't trust you? Or something else?
Oh shit, little kids. Why? Welcome, welcome, El Gatito. How you doing? How you doing, El Gatito? Welcome, welcome.
The boy who was pretending to sell flowers.
Thank you so much for the 229 likes on TikTok, my boys. Appreciate it. Muchas gracias por los likes.
I just don't get it. After everything he's done, why do you still stand by him? Or does it mean nothing to you that people keep dying?
No, that's not... Just hear me out.
I need to go now, Thelindis. They're looking for us. You take care too. If you ever need a place to hide, come find us.
Okay.
Author Thelindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for a total of 47 hours for experimental purposes. The results are as follows. All subjects of observation that were sent inside have now... The situation within is proving more problematic than anticipated. No progress whatsoever. What now? Won't you give me even a glimmer of hope? Things are getting worse by the day. I have to find a way or we'll all be in danger. But I... If all this research comes to nothing, what then? Sooner or later, it'll be my neck on the line. But could he really bring himself to kill me? No. Surely he wouldn't have the heart.
Good stuff. Good stuff. She didn't even do nothing.
Can't hide the truth.
Let's continue. Welcome on TikTok. Welcome on YouTube. Welcome everywhere else. Just finishing up. We got the boom. What you know about the boom? We got the boom. Boom. We got the boom. We got the boom. Wait, what?
Why does Ashley sit in the counter?
We got the boom. Oh.
We don't even know each other. All we want is to live ordinary, peaceful lives.
Let him go. No.
To live?
Let him go. No.
Yes. I just want to go on living.
Let him go.
Is that really such an unforgivable crime?
No. Let him go. No.
You want to go on living. I want to keep living too. To keep living forever. That's why I have no choice but to continue on the path I'm on. If only some savior would suddenly swoop down and change the way the world is. Too bad that's not going to happen. Imagine that. If there really were such a person, you and I wouldn't be standing here like this. Would we?
We got the boom.
Today's files are in.
Boom.
Time to wade through them just like usual. No, I don't get tired of it. It's my job.
Oh, that was
Not only
him?
am I lucky to have it, I'm good at it too.
So that was him before he went crazy?
Wait. That's... Thelindis? No.
Thelindis died?
No. No! Why? But you bear no mark of the Crimson Moon. How could you possibly have anything to do with them? It cannot be! A diluted bloodline. Carefully concealed. I see it now. You've been living in the shadows just like me. What a fool I've been. Numbing myself with talk of justice. Even imagining my friends would back me up. But in the end, Irminsul. Finster King! How far are you going to take this? From the direct bloodline to secondary offshoots? And then what? Today it's the descendants of the Crimson Moon. Who will it be tomorrow? Will you not rest until everyone down here is dead? No. This cannot go on. This is where it ends.
Wow, this backstory is crazy. Bro.
You're really letting me go?
I am. As long as you can guarantee that no one will find you.
Don't worry, I'll be extra careful. No one will know I was here. But what about you?
Me?
If you let me go, you won't be able to complete your mission, will you?
Good point. In that case, maybe you should stay.
No, please! I just want to see the outside world again.
Go on living?
Yes. I know you're a man of your word. So please, just let me go.
If I let you leave, what will become of me? Just kidding. Go, now. But remember, don't let anyone know you were caught. We'll be seeing each other again very soon if you do.
Even shadows in the dark must live by a code. But you can't save everyone.
You've been whispering in my ear for days now, Vedifalnir. What are you trying to do? Break me down?
I only say this because you long for an answer to your problems. Let her go, Rerir, or you risk losing everything.
I will not abandon Thalindis.
Then you'll need a little more vigilance and a lot more power. The world is changing, Rerir. Keep your eyes peeled for your moment of opportunity.
That voice used to be so unclear. But now I know exactly whose it is. It's Vedifalnir. He won't tell me how to actually resolve any of this, but he keeps trying to manipulate me like a puppet. What's his game here? Tell me then. What will this moment of opportunity look like? And no answer. He's like a ghost. Always disturbing me when I'm on edge, but never answering when I need him most.
So, the Eclipse Dynasty was purging, well, massacring the descendants of the Crimson Moon. And it seems like it was all connected to the Vinster King's research. The King's obsession with abyssal power left the future of Conria hanging in the balance. No wonder every aspect of Rerir's life was so unstable. And it looks like this Thalindis, Rerir's would-be fiancée, herself belonged to a sub-branch of the Crimson Moon Dynasty's descendants. It almost defies belief that a couple like them could hide the truth from each other for so long. If the Vinster King hadn't intervened in such a drastic way, they might have gone on deceiving each other for the rest of their lives. And why does Vedifalnir, Daneslif's older brother, keep talking in Rerir's head? This guy kept more secrets than I ever imagined. The human mind is like a vast desert of shifting sands. When you follow the flow of someone's memories, you only ever see the parts they're willing to let surface. Time for something a bit more creative. We've been inside Rerir's mind this whole time, building up a picture of his psyche. There's already enough clues on the board to start reading between the lines and mapping out the rest. Now, we can finally begin to put the pieces together. Sure, it'll only be a reconstruction, part simulation, part reasoning, but it's usually pretty accurate. Once we've built up a cognitive profile, we just need to cross-check the logic behind his actions. And then we'll be able to take a sneak peek at whatever it is that Rerir has really been hiding.
Rerir, are you there?
Yup. 12-5, right? I play Pokemon Go. I play Pokemon Go every day. Okay. That gives me 3, right?
Hey, Rerir! Come out, it's urgent!
Dane? What's wrong?
Quick, come with me. I'll explain everything once we've met up with the others.
Okay. I'll come. But the Lindis is still over at the Universitas. I'll need to leave her a note.
All right then, but make it quick.
I've never seen Dane so worked up before. Whatever this is, it must be big trouble.
The plot thickens, homies. What?
Well, this is a nice change, meeting you all at this hour. When men and women of ambition can speak face to face in broad daylight, I say that's a big step forward for our dear Conria.
Don't be ridiculous. We do not fear the day. Why would we seek refuge in the night?
You might ask your blade that same question. I'm told it prefers the cover of darkness. The word on the street is that Sertologi only strikes when he has an unfair advantage. But that is patently false. I see you're missing an arm and a leg. Surely only a fair fight could explain that.
If this is your way of offering me replacement limbs, believe me, I'll take them.
Oh, we can certainly discuss that. With bioalchemy, anything is possible. Assuming I have your full support in my research.
Lunatic. Robtatir, what brings you here?
Why, Dainsliff, of course. He invited me. Please, cast aside your apprehensions, Miss Rhindaughter. Whatever the rumors may say, I am but a humble servant of the king, and I can assure you he affords me no greater convenience than he does you.
Well, the Universitas Magistrorum won't stop fawning over you. So at least some of the rumors must be true. You're clearly doing well for yourself, so drop the humble servant act. It endears you to no one. You're president of the Universitas Magistrorum, the chief royal mage known as the Wise by royal appointment, and by far the most favored among the 4 pillars of Conria.
Yep,
Vice
the plot
President
thickens,
Veit
homies.
doesn't even try to hide his envy when he sees you.
Welcome
My
in on
success is the
Rumble,
product of hard work
on
and
Twitch,
good luck. It's as simple as that.
and on
Were
YouTube.
the king not such an extremist, I hardly think I would have received a senior post at my age. Of course, no job is without its gripes. Serving a king like ours can be a challenging task, as I'm sure you can imagine. And as for Eftervit, in missing out on the presidency, he's dodged a mountain of stress. Like everything else in life, it comes with pros and cons.
You're all here. I apologize for the short notice, but it was an emergency.
You must be Rerir.
Mr. Sertologi, Yes, I handled your case file during your sentencing. Nothing personal, of course. I'm pleasantly surprised that you remember me.
You're clearly a person of substance if you've been invited here. But Dainsleif, you'd better have a very good reason for convening this little gathering.
It's my brother, Vedalfenir. After he spoke at the court this morning, the king was so infuriated by his words that he had him blinded in both eyes and thrown in prison.
Vedalfenir in prison? Strange. I thought the king trusted him and Horoptatyr more than anyone else in the world. Does this mean the king's circle of trust just got even smaller?
It has nothing to do with trust. It's about what the king wants, which is as clear as day to anyone paying attention. I simply appease him, because it's in the best interests of the Universitas Magistrorum.
And also because you're slimy. Vedalfenir, perhaps less so. But still, a visionless visionary? It rather inclines me to think that qualifications are not what get you ahead in Conria.
Do you honestly think this is an important discussion to be having right now?
Dane, what are you planning to do?
Rescue Vedalfenir, I assume.
Correct. It will mean storming the palace by force. Tonight. I need all of you on my side.
That's far too dangerous. And don't forget, Dainsleif, you're captain of the Royal Guard. You swore an oath to the throne.
Hmm? You've been planning this for a while, haven't you?
I have no desire to commit treason. But whatever critique the king may have of Vedalfenir, disfiguring your most loyal subject for putting the best interests of his court and nation first, this is not the conduct of a wise ruler. My blade will force the king to see the error of his ways.
So, Vedalfenir's prophecy enraged the king. I'm sure it wasn't what he wanted to hear, but if he won't take counsel even from the visionary, that is deeply troubling news. The extent of His Majesty's madness is now all too clear. The question is, how does a man like me get out of this situation unscathed? You have noble ambitions, Dane, but I'm afraid they don't do much for a guy like me. I'm not interested in saving the world. All I want is a letter of pardon.
A letter of pardon? For whom? Thelindis? The chances of the Vinster King issuing a pardon for anyone connected to the Crimson Moon seem vanishingly slim.
Wait, Nefer was there the whole time? Wait, Nefer wasn't part of that thing, was she? A little bit confused. I mean, I'm following. Oh, no. She's commenting from a distance. Ah, okay.
But why is it taking this form? Does it have something to do with Revir's past? Another mystery I'll need to unravel.
Okay. Let's see where it takes us. So if I do this, if I fight this. Two. Okay, it's 4. Do I have to collect all of them? Oops. Do it again. So I gotta get to the very end, right? That's no good, dig. That's no good. 1, 2, 3. That's no good, dig. That's no good. Why is it doing that? 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There you go, my boys.
Author Thelindis. Over the course of this week, The research object was subjected to interference for a total of 60 hours for experimental purposes. The results are as follows. Research dating back to the Crimson Moon Dynasty has established 2 points regarding moon marrow. Firstly, its origins have something to do with a god's power. Secondly, it serves as a portal to an as-yet indeterminate location. Moon marrow can thus be defined as a spatial gateway. However, there are a number of hurdles to overcome before we can answer the question of where it leads to. To start with, opening the gateway requires a specific power source, which the relevant literature indicates. An enormous amount of power is then required to keep the gate open. Currently, the total power output of our instruments remains in the single digits. To make matters worse, I am now the only staff member remaining in the Moon Marrow lab. The Universitas
Welcome in, welcome
Magistrorum
in.
recently decided to move most of its personnel into abyssal energy research, which has stymied all Crimson Moon-related projects. This is not a wise move. I have always maintained that placing all our hopes in a single source of power is risky, especially one as poorly understood as this. As well as making ourselves overly reliant on a single resource, we are neglecting other promising technologies. I apologize if this comes across as disrespectful. But as a Moon Marrow researcher, I desperately want to see the world beyond the gateway. If we really made it there one day, what would we find? And how would we go about taming the unknown? My imagination is endlessly fueled by questions such as these.
Wow. Something must have happened. I'm guessing the Mad King is to blame for all of this. He ended up, I guess, causing so much strain between the whole council of individuals who served under him. So I'm assuming at one point people had to decide whether they take, I mean, the loyalty to your king is the loyalty to your king, right? Whether they're bad or good, or they're crazy or whatnot. But then at some point it's like, if it affects taking care of the kingdom, like, I don't know, homies. Very complicated. Very complicated stuff. Oops. Whoops. This is not good. This is not good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. Easy peasy, my boys.
This
Easy
is for
peasy.
you. I heard you're gonna leave the city with your parents.
Belindis, did you hear about what happened?
I've heard nothing. Rerir got back very late last Friday, and he was acting a little unusual, but he slept pretty well, so I'm guessing whatever he did was a good deed. You never saw him, and I don't know what he did. And this conversation never happened. You understand?
What if he finds out that you pried into his secrets?
Don't be silly. I don't know what secrets he does or doesn't have. All I know is he's just a normal guy who happens to run some errands for the king.
Are you scared of him?
I don't know. The Rerir I know doesn't match the person you all describe. Logically, I should be scared of him. And yet, I don't want to lose him. But enough about that. You should get going, and be careful with the package I gave you. Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
What's in it?
A piece of the moon. All you need to know is that as long as you keep it safe, then in the future, everyone will be able to see a red moon.
A red moon? You mean our moon?
That's right. Our moon. Promise me you'll look after it.
I promise, Tholindis.
The Crimson Moon bloodline will never die out. Its light, the color of blood, will become like a fire that flows in our veins, no matter how long it takes.
All right. Let's go, my boys. Let's figure this puzzle out. These are not that difficult, to be quite honest with you. I think I messed up. Whoops. Okay, that got a little complicated. Let's see. 2, 3. Nope. Okay, I think I messed up again. 1, 2. Yep. Supposed to be going here. Let's go.
Hurry, everyone, and stick to the plan.
Sir Dainsleif, what are you? Is this treason? You know what happens to those who betray the throne. Please, don't do this!
It is the king himself who has betrayed the throne. He has betrayed all of Conria.
If you have any love left for justice in your heart, you should join me.
It's showtime. Dane and his group will handle the troops in the palace. Then Hraptatir and Rhindaughter will disarm the security measures. My job is to enter the prison and rescue Vedifalnir. Stay safe. Wish me luck.
Look after my brother.
What's going on?
Draw your blade. It is time
Oh
for
my
justice
jeez.
to prevail.
And mind you, so it's his brother who's in jail. I didn't know that. Wow. Wow, homies. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Wait, how do I? Oh, whoops. That's not good. Wow, the plot thickens, my boys. The plot thickens.
This is filthy. And the smell is
Just farted.
abominable. Clearly, the king doesn't allow his prisoners a single shred of dignity. This is dire. Found you. Hello, Mr. Vedafilnir.
Ah, it's you.
Surprised? Oh, wait. I guess surprise isn't an emotion that prophets feel very often.
I certainly felt some surprise in the moment when I was blinded. Surprise at the king's sheer ignorance. Surprise at just how unfairly this world responds to words of earnest remonstration.
I'm curious. What did you prophesize this time?
It wasn't a prophecy. It was a word of warning. Someone had to say it. The king has forsaken all reason in pursuit of his obsessions. I simply told him that if he continues on this path, Conria will surely fall.
But he didn't listen. Worse still, he stabbed you in both eyes and locked you away. Dane asked for my help. The court is in complete chaos now, but I'm sure you predicted that.
Everything is transpiring as I foresaw, yet I am powerless to change it. Fate is an immutable force. I can but lament as the inevitable unfolds. I do wonder whether giving a man the power to see the future does nothing more for him than slowly crush his spirit.
Forgive my curtness, Vedafilnir, but the king did not suddenly turn on you today. His suspicions have been brewing for a long time. You can't have wisdom beyond the reach of your fellow man without attracting his fear and suspicion. There are things the king does not want to see. So, he doesn't want you having visions of them either. He blinded you because he thought this would make the visions stop.
He wasn't entirely wrong. I did indeed lose my power to see the future. Right up until...
Until what?
Just now. I believe I saw something new.
Well, tonight could go a lot of different ways. 5 of us banded together to storm the palace, also we could rescue you. This will go down as the most tumultuous day in Conrian history.
I sense hatred in you, but also hope. A desperate hope that with the tyrant deposed, that will be the end of the story. But this is not the end. It is the beginning of a new chapter, in a whole new story. There are many men of honor and courage in this world, Rerir. But you are not one of them. You're not here for justice, are you?
He's gonna betray them and get a
You're here
pardon.
for yourself. Is that a dagger? Interesting. Why not the polearm? It was always your weapon of choice.
With your abilities, I don't doubt that you were able to recover some of your sight. But I also doubt that you want to make an enemy of me right now.
Of course not. We're on the same side, aren't we?
We could be. But I need you to be honest with me, Vedafilnir. At this point, you're my only hope for the future.
You mean your future? With your beloved, Felindus?
Yes. And I know there are bigger things at stake here. A dynasty, a nation, maybe the entire world. But forgive me, I care first and foremost about myself. I can't abandon the one I love to save myself. I just can't do it. But you see a broader picture of the future than I. You see the solutions to the biggest problems of our age. So tell me, what is my solution? What's the answer?
In matters of fate, answers are either right or wrong. What will be and what will not. Maybe you are willing to pay a certain price in the pursuit of happiness, but unfortunately, fate does not negotiate. That is the cruelest thing about fate. It is unmoved by your sacrifices.
That can't be true. I know it's your voice that I keep hearing in my head, urging me to see how the world is changing, to seek
More power, so I can protect the things I love. You show me disaster, but you won't show me how to avoid it? Why? Why are you doing all this?
My voice. In your head. So, you hear it too? The voice that steals your mind, gains your trust, and drives you crazy. It turns out that we are not so different, you and I.
Wow.
Ulfilnir just broke into the strangest smile I've ever seen in my life. As if he'd discovered some monumental secret. But then he suddenly switched to looking extremely weary.
Very well then. My advice to you is as follows. You must persevere. Whatever trials and tribulations you may face, be steadfast in the belief that they are your path to the future. For as long as you live, your story with Thelindis shall not come to an end. That is the only chance you have of fighting back against fate. It is up to you whether you believe my words. Regardless, that is all I will say on the matter. I have no right to intervene any further.
I will hold you to your word.
Thank you for setting me free. In return, I will tell you one more thing that you cannot afford to ignore.
Just then, a strange wave of energy rippled through the city. We had no idea what it could mean.
If I were you, I would head to the Universitas Magistrorum.
The Universitas? Oh no!
I'm
that
sure
Thelindis?
we'll be seeing each other again very soon, Rerir.
Whatever Vedifalnir said, I didn't catch it. I didn't even help him out of the prison. There was no time to lose.
Wow. I wonder what's gonna happen. Jeez.
Monsters? Is this Rhindotter's doing? By the Universitas Magistrorum? Out of my way!
The Universitas. That reminds me of a rumor I once heard. Allegedly, the king installed secret mechanisms in the palace and around the city. No one knows where they are or what kind of power they hold. But if they were ever going to activate, it would probably be on a night like tonight.
Help! Help! Hold on! Don't let them anywhere near you! Save me! I can't! Ah!
Alright, let's get ready for Brawl Stars.
So, the rumor is true? The king really went through with it? What other means does the king have at his disposal? They must run on power from the Abyss. And given it's a major center of Abyss research, anyone over at the Universitas will be in grave danger. I have to hurry!
She's going through Rerir's pretty much what he went through. We're somehow entering his vision to see what's going on.
Rise with the sun!
Beware the creatures of the night.
Light it up! Wrath from the sky!
I'll protect us. Ready, steady, go!
Can't hide the truth. Seek within. It all adds up. No more lies.
Burn it down!
It all adds up.
Oh snap, she died?
Rise with the sun! Pyroclastic surge!
Yachan, Taechan, let's go! Turn that frown upside down.
Light it up!
Observe. Do you fear the dark?
Burn it down! Light of the blazing sun!
Let's dance. Sweet dreams.
Try and stop me!
Get it out. Come on, baby.
Incinerate! Wrath from the sky! Switching gears. Incinerate! Ha! Rise with the...
Turn that frown upside down. Bad dreams be gone.
Be silent. The long sleep beckons.
Let the show begin. Huh. 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 Yeah. Huh. Huh. Huh.
It all adds up.
Burn it down!
Let's go. Let's go, homies. Let's go. We're almost done with the mission, I believe. We're pretty much at the end at this point. This is the end game.
Monsters! At the Universitas Magistrorum? Why now? Oh no! They're coming! It's no use. The table won't hold out much longer. The weapons. Where are the weapons? Of course. All the lab equipment was upgraded after the inspection last week, but the new weapons haven't been allocated yet. I'm done for. Is anyone there? I need help!
Oh snap, the monsters. Don't tell me till Lindis dies. And that's what's, I mean, that's more than likely what's gonna set up barriers.
Stay back, please!
I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case.
What's that?
Rear. So the rumors about your work are true.
What? No! Listen, something happened at the palace tonight. We have to leave!
You don't need to lie to me anymore.
What do you mean?
I know why you're worried, and I will respect the decision you've made. But it's okay, because I found a solution. I know how to end all this. You can have it back. The normal life you so desire. But until then, I'm afraid our wedding will have to wait.
So she knew the future.
Celindus? No, don't do it! Celindus! Celindus!
I told you, Rerir. Let her go. You will find someone better.
No! No, I won't do it! I have to save her!
By what means exactly? A
The abyss was taking over him.
Do you know a way? Tell me!
Come to the palace. Join us.
Rarier, thank goodness we...
Step forth and take your share.
You made it.
Not you too.
Hatred or grief, despair, desire.
That's how they became the 5 sinners. So they were all from the abyss. It was 5 of them.
Rarier. Rarier.
Lindis?
Were you daydreaming? You still remember, Rarier? That question you asked me a couple of weeks ago?
Oh. You mean the proposal?
Yeah. I'm wondering, where do you think would be a good place to discuss it? Maybe in the garden? Or were you thinking a fancy restaurant?
It's your choice.
What? Ladies and gentlemen, we're witnessing some crazy stuff from here. Crazy back lore. But why did she sacrifice herself? Sacrifice. Why did she sacrifice herself? That's how he went crazy. But she was doing it to help him. Why didn't he understand that? He's being super selfish. I mean, I get it. He loves her, but he's so obsessed with her. He was willing to do the opposite of what she wanted. Technically, this is not what she wanted.
I will find you. And then you can give me your answer.
He reopened the abyss. What? So is it because of him we have all this stuff happening
so
now?
that's how the Raker of Solnari was born. A monster created by circumstance is a monster all the same. Viewing other people's thoughts for too long can get uncomfortable. Right now, I'm feeling a strong sense of loathing. In a nutshell, the story of Conria is what happens when the truth falls by the wayside. Everyone tells little white lies, and before long, you have a huge pack of lies that destroys everything. Whew. Time to get back. His past is filled with sorrow, but the tale of any fallen civilization is one of endless tragedy. Cruel as it may be, that was Conria's fate.
Wow. That's a perfect way to end the stream, but jeez, bro, I did not think it was that bad. Holy garbanzo beans.
Everyone, I'm back. Can I get a standing ovation?
How are you holding up? Feeling okay? She's fine. Boss is a pro.
Yes, I'm fine. You will have seen the events of Rarier's life through my thoughts. It's now clear that he is just a regular nobody, driven by personal tragedy, as he said himself.
I mostly agree. There's only so much we can know about him from his memories alone, but they did give us a clear glimpse into his life in Conria. However, I would not consider Rarier to be a nobody. He was deeply involved in the events of that era. Yet, when the catastrophe of a generation strikes, nobody is safe.
Sounds to me like you're speaking in riddles again. Is this you urging me not to abandon the people of Nodcry in their hour of need?
That's not what I meant. Although I do hope you choose to remain a part of the plan. Without you, the mission ahead will be all but impossible.
Then try to remember that I respond better to the carrot than the stick. And I don't appreciate being bossed around. Now, as for you, Missy, you were excellent. You stuck to the rules of the ceremony and kept your mouth shut the entire time. Bravo.
Cool! So, can you fill me in on the deets now? Most of what I saw went right over my head.
Patience. You'll hear the whole story, don't you worry. But let's meet up with the others first. It will save me narrating it twice. Yehoda?
Yes, boss! Let me get that door for ya.
That's more like it. For a moment there, I was worried you'd forgotten about the first clause of your employment contract.
Forgive my curiosity, but what does the first clause say?
It says I gotta do the annoying stuff that boss is too lazy to do for herself. Like opening the door, pouring the tea, yada yada.
Is that right?
If something is in the contract, it's because she willingly agreed to it. Rest assured that the Curatorium abides by the very strictest of labor policies. You don't seriously think I'm cruel enough to treat her like my slave? In any case, I've hardly shied away from my share of the work today. Hope I don't catch Flintz and Varka lounging about in their chairs, enjoying a leisurely cup of tea. There's nothing I dislike more than other people enjoying themselves while I'm hard at work. Oh no.
What happened?
Sorry to disturb you, but we seem to have run into some trouble.
Evidently so. Don't worry, I'm not about to leave you to fend for yourselves. I'm not that kind of boss. And it would go against the Curatorium's labor policy.
I'm sorry. What did you hear me say? I wasn't talking about labor policy.
Wait. How long have I been standing here?
Not long. You just appeared by the door a moment ago.
Boss, what's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost.
We've been tricked. We never left at all. Somehow I hallucinated that whole scene back inside the office.
Hallucinated? But how?
How indeed. This place should heed my will alone. All thoughts and actions that occur in here are just a result of pawns moving across the chessboard in a carefully calculated manner. And nobody has access to this chess set but me.
So you control everything in here?
More or less. But yes, it's a special technique of mine.
Has anything like this ever happened before?
Only once. It was the first time I used the chess set.
Is there any similarity between what happened then and what's happening now?
I suppose my thoughts are a little turbulent, which was also the case my first time.
Is there anything I can do to help?
The first clause of your contract clearly states that I only need your help with things that I'm too lazy to do myself.
Meaning you're not feeling lazy right now?
Meaning this is not something Yehoda can help with. The chess set is a personal treasure that I alone understand. I must be the one to find our way out of here.
Boss, it's fine. Really. Let me do something useful.
Oh, listen to you. Whatever would I do without you, Yehoda?
What? Really?
Yes, really. Where would I ever find another employee as obedient and servile as you? God forbid anything ever happens to you.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I was thinking of fetching some water. There's gotta be a source around here somewhere. I suggest everyone finds someplace comfortable to take a rest. We gotta conserve our energy. Even though all this chess malarkey doesn't exist in a physical sense, mentally speaking, it's all real. And so is our tiredness and fatigue. You don't want to dismiss mental fatigue. Just because it isn't physical doesn't mean it's any less serious. But anyway, I got your backs, so don't worry about a thing.
Don't I have the best employees? Jealous much?
If we can find a suitable time, I'd love to borrow Yehoda for a day to help out at the Frost Moon Scions. Would you be amenable to that, Boss Nefer?
Oh, Lauma. Have I ever told you just how pretty you are? Beauty runs from the tips of your antlers to the depths of your imagination. Time to rally, everyone. Follow me.
Alright, I think we're gonna leave it there for now.
As we continue our journey, the same rules will apply. That means stay focused and no talking no matter what we encounter. And don't disturb the chess pieces. You have my word that I will get us all out of here.
Okay, okay. Okay, so we're gonna leave it there for now. I gotta experience the content again? No. What up, Nani? How you doing? I guess I gotta continue because I don't want to leave. If I leave right now, yeah, might as well finish this. It's still part of the story. I was gonna finish there and continue. I'm surprised you're not asleep.
This looks familiar.
Not tonight.
That's not
How you doing, Nani?
sign. There's someone up ahead.
I wasn't expecting visitors at this hour. Wait, is that?
Oh, it's him.
There you are. Sinue's been looking for you all day. I think he has some news for you.
Oh yeah?
How you doing, Nani?
What were you doing just now, Uncle Retinue? Hiding away some more loose change? I know I saw some Mora.
What do you mean loose change? Oh, come on, I'm too old for this. Just pretend you saw nothing.
Your Fortnite Call of Duty, yeah, mine's is downloading at the moment, actually. Mine's is updating at 76%. Did Fortnite need a new update? I don't think Fortnite needs a new update, does it? No, my thing is good. Okay, so I gotta finish this part of the story. If I leave, I gotta redo it all over again, and I don't want to go through that.
Hey, kid. Mind telling me what Sinuhe's been up to recently? I'm trying to get in his good books, and I need a way in.
Get in his good books? Why? What do you want with my dad, Uncle Apepi?
I've written a new song. I was hoping to showcase it at the next festival, but...
You take some medicine? How you feeling?
A new song, huh? I'd love to stay and listen, but unfortunately, Uncle Retinue says my dad's looking for me.
Well, there's plenty of time and I'm not going anywhere. See that pile of stones? I'll be sitting there warming up my vocal cords. Come find me when you're done.
Pile of stones. Got it.
Okay. Pile of stones. Pile of stones may break my bones. Let's see. Let's go this way. This is exploring. Damn, girl. Shit.
Hi, Dad. Uncle Retinue said you were looking for me.
Ah, there's my little princess.
Looks like Nani and
If you'd
shit.
gotten back just a little sooner, you could have shared the spoils of war with me.
Spoils of war? Who were you fighting against, Dad?
It was just a figure of speech. The aftermath of a sandstorm is no time to be waging war. I was talking about our war against thirst. I went out to fix our water supply problem, and now I'm back. Which means...
We have a well again.
That's right. I found a new one and brought back as much water as I could carry. It should last us for a good while.
You're still sick, but not as much.
If it wasn't for these blasted sandstorms,
So you're on
our
my
wells
neck,
wouldn't be
my
caving
back,
in. You wouldn't
my
be
neck, and
spending
my
all your
back.
time out searching for new water sources.
As the chief of our tribe, I'm supposed to be leading us out of hardship and poverty.
My
Up
neck
to
and my
better
back.
things. You know how prosperous our ancestors were. I've told you all the stories. And look at us now. Squeezed into these hovels.
My back.
No one would choose
and my
this
back.
if it wasn't for the endless wars over the years. But things are looking up.
My
I
neck,
started working with some
my back.
folks from the academia a few months back. They gave me some contacts in return for
neck
my
and my back.
assistance in the desert.
So you're the academia's helper now?
Special ambassador, they call it. Think of it as a partnership. It's nothing bad, okay? We've been isolated here in the desert for too long. Seeking opportunities elsewhere is the best thing for us, and the fastest way to progress.
So, do you get anything good out of being a special ambassador?
Of course. My luck's improving all the time. One day, I swear I'm gonna lead us out of this place. We'll find somewhere new. Somewhere better.
Okay. A smile is something special. A ribbon is something rare. But Nani being a little bit is rare. See if I can continue with this. I would like to finish the story. I was gonna leave it there, but I think it's best that we finish the story so that way we don't have to worry about saving and whatnot.
You stole from us! Well, you've gone from chief to thief, and now you have to face the consequences!
Did you really think you could take our water without permission and get away with it? You're either brave, stupid, or both.
And that special ambassador act? Yeah, nice try! We spoke to the academia. They said it was all news to them. You're a liar and a cheat!
I heard Yehuda gasp, but I don't blame her. Most people are terrified by the sight of blood. Corpses strewn across the ground. The wounds are clearly from scimitars and daggers. The desert dwellers' weapons of choice. There's a handwritten note on the ground. Let's see what it says.
Halil, this is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. Surely you remember me. I was the one who helped you and your colleagues avoid the quicksand in the desert. This is my second time writing to you. I assume my last letter must have gotten lost in the mail, as I didn't receive a reply. I hope this one makes it to you safely. I'm writing to you because I need some help. That sandstorm the other day completely blocked up our well, forcing me to look for another water source in Iab and Unut territory. It was a matter of survival. Praise the gods. The well of the Iab tribe was intact. It was my last resort. I drew what water I could and left, but not without being spotted. I fear they will retaliate.
You said what?
You told me to write
about
to you
what?
if I ever needed help. You said
What about
you'd be
what?
my ally in the academia. I urgently need you to formally recognize my title of Special Ambassador and send some of your people to assist me for a few days. It's the only way I can convince them that this was the academia's decision and prevent them from retaliating. This is an emergency. Please send help as soon as possible.
Looks like this letter never got sent. The writer died a grisly death, and the letter was trampled into the ground. It's badly defaced. Some parts are barely legible. What a ridiculous lie the surviving Shimti tell. Their whole village was butchered over a sip of water.
I said a smile is something special. A ribbon is something rare. But Nani being a little
Officer,
bit, a
welcome.
little bitch
Welcome
ass.
to our humble village.
Little bitch ass.
I thought you would at least have the courtesy to provide some respectable libations.
You heard me?
This is the finest wine our village has to offer. I promise.
Wait, so her dad and the whole village got murked because I think it was
The
this guy.
Academia has agreed to reserve a single space for a candidate from your village. But I remain skeptical of this entire endeavor. I highly doubt anyone in this desert possesses serious academic potential.
Please, have faith. If not in us, then in our God. The child we found shows great promise. I beg you, take her away from this place. Give her a chance. Don't let her talent go to waste.
I don't recognize her. New arrival?
She showed up here a few days ago and we took her in. She's a really bright kid. Please help. I'm begging you.
What up, Peaches? How you doing?
Where are you from?
Nowhere special. Just a sand dune.
What about the rest of your family? How many of you are there?
It's been a crazy 2 hours, dog. It's been a crazy 2 hours just finding out about the lore about Revere.
Correct.
It's just everything makes sense now.
Sisters? No mother or father?
Any who have slept on a bed of sand, I call my brothers and my sisters. Apart from that, I have no family.
All right. Get over here. Sign your name on the form.
A smile is something special. A ribbon is something rare. Let them go.
Never.
No.
You're rather fair-skinned for a desert dweller.
Let them go. No. Alright. Some Kokorito wise. Pennywise and Coco wise. We're still in the story. You see, I can't leave. Even though I want to end the stream, I can't do it because we're looking through the eyes now of Nefer. I believe somebody or something is interfering with the chest. And I think that's what's gonna give us an answer as to what's going on here.
Nefer, this term's assignments have been issued already. Please read through the materials thoroughly, conduct your own additional research, and then write an essay on the topic.
Yes, Professor, I'm aware. I just had a couple more questions.
It's crazy. I'm loving it, Peaches. It's giving me so much backstory as to what's been going on.
Well, I saw the other students' problem sheets, and I couldn't help but notice that my assignment is much easier than theirs. Do you really think I'm a weak student?
A weak student? Goodness, no. Quite the opposite. You have a sharp mind. Almost too sharp.
I think what you're saying is, a weak student wouldn't have noticed the discrepancy. And if they did, they certainly wouldn't complain about the lighter workload.
You see, sharp as they come. You see things the way they are. And I'm sure you know why they're like that.
Because of where I come from. Because I'm different.
I'm sorry, Nefer. I don't like it any more than you do. It's just... Anyway, you said you had a couple of questions? What's the other one?
Verrier's backstory is pretty sad, but at the same time, it's like he was simping for what's her name? What's her face?
Where do I go to collect it?
For his girl, and in the end,
as long as they put
for
your name
what?
on the envelope,
She was trying to
someone
close
should
the
hand it right to
abyss,
you.
and he made things much worse.
It's not even a recent
That's not what she even wanted. That's not what she wanted.
Curious where the mail would end up
And I
if
bet
no
you
one
when she
collects
sees him again, if she's still alive,
I expect. I know there's a
she's
box
gonna be
run for
tight, and
mail
he's gonna be on
somewhere in
some,
there,
but why
probably
you don't
sitting on
want
a
me no
shelf.
more?
Whatever you're looking for, that'd be the place to start.
Okay, got it.
Sad story.
Thank you, Professor.
Oh, don't mention it. Honestly,
Basically, he was in love with a girl, but then
supposed to be your teacher,
she
but
was
I
not
haven't taught
selfish
you
enough
anything.
to sacrifice herself for the world.
Don't say that.
But he was just so
You're a
obsessed
great
with her.
teacher. and you do your best for all your
that it has
students.
turned everything into where we're at right now.
You're not allowed
All
to
because
teach
of a
students
female.
like me.
He didn't know how to let
It's
go.
not just the academia either.
And they
The whole
warned him.
world bends
Somebody
over
who knew the
backwards for
future,
the
who could see the
successful,
future,
and leaves the losers to suffer
told
and
him,
die.
if you keep going down this path,
Don't tell me you've given up on life
it's not gonna end up good for
I
you.
haven't.
But
I
yet
just
he
think that
still didn't listen.
If you want to make it in this world, you have to find a way to become successful.
And Revere, I guess, ruined his life. And I'm guessing he betrayed everybody else who were his friends and pretty much everybody else who wanted to save whatever they had left. He decided to be, I guess, you know what? That goes back to how selfish we are as human beings individually. It is very rare that people put aside their differences and help each other out. But there's just so many people out there that unfortunately are too selfish and all they care about is themselves. Whether they're good people or bad people, I think it's much more worse when somebody is good and they end up realizing that their actions are selfish. They don't realize it too soon. They end up hurting everybody else. And in this case, Revere's, from the way I analyzed it, he ended up sacrificing everybody, even the love of his life, for not seeing the bigger picture, you
Don't
know?
trust your eyes uncritically. People only see what they want to. So don't be your own fool.
She could have had a better explanation to him, like, trust what I'm doing, don't follow me. But it was like kind of given, like she says, I know what I have to do. I don't know, we don't know what her power is yet, but the fact that she sacrificed herself, I wouldn't call it selfish, but at the same time, she did it for the greater good. Even though she knew it was gonna hurt Rarier, but what the hell would she have known that Rarier was gonna do this, you know?
This must be it.
I don't think she was
A
expecting
big
that.
cardboard box full of unclaimed mail. And
What's the name?
probably some
Halopia?
letters that ended up
Halopia?
here by mistake, too. Let's take a look.
A smile is something special. A ribbon is something rare. Okay, Nefer, let's see. Um, I am. What is going on? Why am I stuck? Bro, why am I stuck? Oh,
A dilapidation survey from Port Ormos. Looks like it's from a Core of 30 representative. What a strange thought. A bunch of mercs losing sleep over rundown buildings.
uh-huh.
This one was never even opened. I guess the recipient didn't care what the Core of 30 had to say about anything. Who was it addressed to? I don't recognize the name, but it must have been a Kasharawar professor. This one is addressed to the Immorta Sage. The title is Changes Observed in Satyavada Life Symptoms. Why do all these letters read like full-blown dissertations? Guided by the incense, we became lost somewhere in the forest. All the barriers between levels of consciousness disappeared as our minds soared around in circles, looking for a branch to seek refuge on. In clinical terms, these symptoms fit the description of incense poisoning. The Immorta Darshan strictly prohibits the use of hallucinogenic substances.
What up,
but
chillers, dude?
I
How you doing,
believe
homie?
there are still people getting away with it. For example, my neighbor who always breaks out into song and dance after using incense.
It means they hit the za and then they be on that, you know.
This seems like something the academia would want to know about. Why wasn't it collected? Wait, what's this written on the back? It's so small. The note says, "The sender authored this letter while under the influence of mushrooms. I would send it back, but no return address was provided. Stamped by the Grand Conservator of the House of Dana."
They were doing mushrooms? Shit.
This next one is addressed to Grand Sage Azar? A few words of protest regarding recent changes in Sumeru's educational policy. In recent years, the academia has taken on a small number of students from the desert region, as per the policy to this effect. However, it appears to me that these students have not, in fact, been provided with educational opportunities that are, in any meaningful sense, equal to those enjoyed by their peers. As well as receiving dumbed-down assignments and perfunctory tutoring, they do not even have full access to the Akasha system. Education is the fundamental purpose of this institution, which should go without saying in a nation whose founding virtues are knowledge and wisdom. I ask you, is the lip service we pay to the policy of education for desert students truly the standard of pedagogy to which the academia aspires? As Grand Sage, policy decisions are your prerogative, but do not forget your roots. You and I were once students too, as was everyone else in this institution. I do hope you will give some serious attention to this matter. I encourage you to discuss issues like this with myself and others, and listen to some alternative opinions. Great letter. Shame it didn't get to where it needed to go. And the sender is... Huh? Sage Cyrus of Spontamod. I didn't realize anyone else even knew how bad students like me have it in this place. So this is where letters from the Sage of Spontamod end up? Nice one, Grand Sage. Really enlightened leadership. Whatever. This isn't what I came here for. Moving on.
That was random. I'm not gonna lie to you, that was pretty random.
I'm not exactly holding out hope that a letter sent from the desert would even make it here. But if it did, where else would it end up if not in this box? I can't believe how much discarded mail there is. Must have been years since someone last went through it all. And this is just one box. The whole House of Dana is boxes on shelves. I don't believe for 1 second that any human being has sat down and read through all the documents in this place. Who has that much free time on their hands? Wait, could this be it?
What the hell? How come we can't hear her voice? Is this when she there was a strike or something? How come I can't hear the voice? I can't hear the voices. The handwriting on the envelope looks very familiar.
Greetings, Halil. My name is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. I was the one who came to you and your colleague's aid when you ran into trouble in the Great Red Sand.
Oh wow, so her
I
teacher was the
don't know
one?
how well you remember it now, but I brought you to safety and gave you some water and other supplies. You seemed very pleased, and told me your name. In my tribe, learning a person's true name is serious business. And I therefore see you all as friends. You were kind enough to leave your contact details, so we could stay in touch. The Shimti tribe lives a harsh, nomadic existence in the desert. You were sympathetic towards my plight, promising to make me a special ambassador of the Academia and help us find a way to make a better living. This brings me to my reason for writing. Our tribe has fallen on particularly hard times, and I would like to ask for your assistance. There was a terrible sandstorm a few days ago, which blocked up the well in our land. To ensure my people's survival, I had no choice but to venture into Iyab and Unut territory in search of an alternate water source. The Iyab and Unut are descended from the Thamudians, while we trace our ancestry to Tulatala. We worship the Lord of Flowers and have had relatively good relations with our fellow tribes up until now. I found a well belonging to the Iyab tribe. They declined to help us, but I really had no other option. So I took some water to keep me and my tribe alive. My actions are certain to incur their wrath. When we met, you assured me that you would be my ally in the Academia. I would like to take you up on that offer, because I really need your help. I wonder if you could send an Academia representative to meet with me. That aside, the last time you were here, you mentioned that the Academia had started accepting students from the desert, and I told you a little about my daughter, Nefer. We have next to no resources here in the desert, and my power and influence are limited. Would you consider enrolling my daughter at the Academia? She is a smart girl. I know she won't disappoint you.
From the outset, the Academia never took you seriously. Those things they promised were just empty words. I doubt they even remember the name Sinuhe. And you were so emphatic that your luck had finally changed for the better.
Wow.
You swore you'd lead us to a better place one day. You spoke with such conviction, like you were the most powerful chief in the whole desert. You liar. You lied about everything. You promised the world and delivered on none of it. And who fell for it? Just me, by the looks of it. Despite your best efforts. Which makes you a pathetic liar. You weren't even any good at it. I think I'll take over from here. Let me show you how it's done.
So somebody else is controlling the box. Wow. Somebody else is controlling the thoughts. She realized they're messing with her thoughts. So it's gotta be somebody else.
I just came to say goodbye. Thanks for everything you've done for me in my time here.
Nefer? You packed your bags. Where are you going?
I'm quitting. Something's come up in my hometown. Gonna head back and deal with it.
Huh? But this was a hard-won opportunity for you. You know that better than I do.
It was. But it doesn't matter. I have more important things to deal with and they can't wait. Oh, and I didn't want to overfill my bags, so I left some incense on your desk. What's wrong? I thought you liked incense. Although, I did read somewhere in the House of Dana that it has hallucinogenic effects. Don't use it all at once, alright?
Isn't this the stuff you brought from your hometown? You're just letting me have it? But you said it's a rare and valuable commodity.
Shoosh.
Yeah, about that. I lied. It's not rare at all. There's this bunch of ruins near my hometown that are practically overgrown with this plant. It's not worth much. Keep it, it's fine.
But never.
All right, that's all from me. You take care.
Don't forget me, okay? I mean, we're more than just classmates, right? We're friends.
Yeah, I'll remember you. I lied again. That incense is worth a fortune, and it's a rare find even in those ruins. And as for remembering her, I have far too much to do when I get back. No time to reminisce. I'll be lucky if I even make it through this alive. But either way, I expect I'll forget you pretty quickly.
Wow. So we're pretty much at the end, right? Yeah, we can't. I gotta continue with the story. It's now or never. We can't stop. Might as well. Did I just go in a circle? No, I don't think I did. Never's story is crazy. At least the backstory is. Was it her dad? They're still alive?
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Arif.
So, what does the Academia want? Since they've sent their special ambassador, I assume there's a big business deal to be made. If not, I'd be very disappointed.
Please, sir, lower your blade. You're lucky I'm the one they sent. Not all special ambassadors share my admiration for the Eab people. The ever-shifting balance of power in the desert reduced the once great civilizations of this region to rubble and sand. But the story of the Eab has a very different trajectory. Others grew weak, but you grew strong, beginning in obscurity and moving to prosperity. You're the only ones who defied the trend.
Huh. So, you do know who you're dealing with?
This well is the perfect symbol of your strength, is it not? It used to belong to the Unut, but it looks like you have control over it now.
You're not wrong. But I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to flatter us.
Of course not. I came to bring you some very good news. Some information that recently came to light, which might just be your ticket to freedom. Records uncovered by the Vahumana Darshan show that a certain well currently under Eab control is built on top of some ancient ruins. These ruins are of great archaeological interest to the Academia. I checked the map carefully on my way over here, and I'm confident that this is the well in question. The Academia is offering 50 million mora in return for excavation rights.
50 million? No, wait. If these ruins are as important as you say, 50 million's a little low, don't you think?
Don't get greedy, Eab. We know far more than you think. We know that you seized this well by force. Wasn't that the first step in your rise to power? To drive away the Unut and steal their water supply?
So what if it was?
Don't worry. As unscrupulous as it was, it's something we're willing to overlook. The Academia is only interested in dealing with the de facto power holders in the region. I hope I am making myself clear.
And I hope your words are the truth. If I find out the Academia is trying to play me, I'll hunt down every one of your people and make you watch as I cut their heads off one by one.
I assure you, Chief. That would not be in your long-term interests. You don't want to make an enemy of the Academia. You see how I'm dressed, don't you? I appreciate that you've never been to the rainforest, but surely even you recognize an ambassador's attire when you see it. And what does a barbarian like you have to lose anyway? You really think the Sumeru Academia would bother to come all this way just to lie to you? We have more important things to worry about.
All right, I take your point. The Academia is the highest authority in the land. I'm sure you're trustworthy people. In that case, we have a deal. We will sell you the excavation rights. I'd like to thank you, Ambassador. This is good news indeed. Excellent news. In fact, it calls for a celebration. Would you do us the honor of staying a while and enjoying some EOB hospitality?
Would you take some E of hospitality,
I'm partial to
Peaches?
wine
Or would you be like,
myself,
nah? Would
and
you
I trust
slap his
you
hand
are
and be
as
like,
well.
nah,
So let's
fuck out of here?
indulge in a few drinks together, in celebration of this momentous occasion.
Later said the E of drinking the night, the prospect of new wealth.
Chief! Chief, it's an emergency! It's the Unut. They've taken the well.
What? Well, don't just stand there. Take it back.
Yes, Chief.
I have every confidence in the EAB's military superiority, and yet...
Well, what is it?
The Unut's response was alarmingly fast. The day after we reach a deal, they seize the well. This can't be a coincidence. Perhaps there is a traitor in your midst.
I don't think so.
I am obliged to remind you, Chief, that the Academia will only deal with the de facto power holders. If you cannot regain control over the well, I'm afraid you won't see a single mora of that 50 million.
No! Please, Ambassador, just give me some time. I swear the Unut will not get away with this. That well is ours, and so is the Mora.
Glad to hear it. I will wait here for an update.
If there is a traitor, I will find them. In the meantime, make yourself at home. I'll report back as soon as I have an update.
Much obliged. Wow. All it took was a few words and I've got him wrapped around my finger. What an amazing feeling.
So, in summary, Ambassador, the Academia would rather negotiate with our tribe instead of the EAB, yes?
The EAB are ruthless murderers who don't listen to reason. And now they have the gall to interfere in our research projects in the desert region. So let me ask you, Chief. If you were the Academia, what would you do?
Kill them all, of course.
Precisely. The Academia does not
So she took care of
tolerate those
both
who stand in
tribes
our
who killed
way.
her tribe.
The EAB have held back our academic pursuits for too long, and our patience is wearing thin. At the same time,
She took
there is
revenge for her
simply no
village.
way
That's
that the Academia
crazy.
can be seen to be intervening in desert affairs. I'm sure you understand.
And she didn't have to
where I'm
lift
coming
a sword.
We have our own rules out here. If the rainforest dwellers raised arms against a desert tribe, it'd start a bloody war.
Right. We can't confront them ourselves, but we can support their enemies. The Unut have always had strained relations with the EAB, which makes you our natural allies. Natural allies. Weren't the EAB your allies once? You were quick to send them after us to protect your interests back when we stole that water. And now look at you. You're at each other's throats. Let me be clear. The Academia wishes to collaborate with the legally recognized rulers of the desert in this matter. We are asking for excavation rights to that well, and our offer is 50 million mora.
Say no more. I believe we have an understanding.
Good. Then I suggest you get to work. Get us access to that well, and the Mora's yours. You see, Dad? Lying is easy when you know how. People will believe anything.
Alright, we still gotta keep it going because it's not over yet.
Look at yourselves. You may be vile, savage monsters, but your butchered bodies bleed like any others. You're no different. You're nothing special at all. The monsters who destroyed my home, they're just ordinary, petty human beings. What a joke.
Damn, girl.
I think we're even now. Maybe I've even done the desert a favor. It's a better place without all these people around. Oh, Sinuhe, my gullible fool of a father. Perhaps if you'd been as ruthless as I was today, our tribespeople would still be alive. In this dog-eat-dog world, a chief needs to be tough to survive. But you couldn't do what had to be done. So I did it for you.
Nefer, it's okay. All of this is in the past now.
I believe I remember you promising to remain silent.
Yeah, but even so...
Yehoda, is there anything you can do to ease the tension?
Alright, time for a sharp turn onto a completely different topic. So, anyway, that's enough of that. When are we getting out of this place? Feels like we've been walking forever. I'm getting pretty tired. Oh, Lauma, you tired?
Yes. If we can find somewhere to sit down, I could certainly do with a rest.
It's not far now. There should be a temple just up ahead. Yes.
Really? A temple? That's where this story ends? I guess that's how things go in the desert.
Desert dwellers can never escape their destiny. Or so everyone says. I never wanted to believe it, but looking back now, I'm as desert as they come.
You mentioned a temple. What's waiting for us there?
My biggest trade secret of all.
Ah. Then I'm guessing it's where you got your power from. The power to peer into other people's minds.
I didn't get to finish the battle pass on Call of Duty. Damn. Me too, me too. I was at the last page and I was missing like 3 more things.
I would imagine it has
But I got the
something to
majority
do
of it.
with King Deshret.
And the 7 pillars who served him.
Sounds impressive.
I have some friends with connections to this stuff.
Oh, I know who
So you're
mean.
sad that you lost your
General
Call of Duty?
Mahamatra Sino, the spirit of
Oh, my thing is
Hermanubis
updated
dwells
at
within him.
98%. Let's
That's
go,
boss
my
enough for
boys.
ya.
Let's go.
She knows everything.
Let's
Sino's hardly
go.
of
Call of
obscurity,
Booty.
But I know about Sethos too.
What about him? Is he a big deal or something?
Well, he's not a small deal, let's put it that way. Please, this is the bare bone basics. Save the flattery. Thanks for your patience, everyone. I'm sure it's been a lot to take in. With any luck, that's our exit just up ahead.
Okay. Hopefully this is the end of this part at least. And then I can save it and call it a day. Not because I want to rush it, but because I do want to get on Brawl Stars. I want to try out the new season and see what's going on there. Is there a boss that we gotta fight? No mames. I bet you it's a boss. A smile is something special. A Coco is something rare. So you're sad now that you didn't get to finish the pass? Oh, I remember this temple. This is the one in the desert.
Uh-oh. 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 I'm totally out of my depth here. I don't have anything to add about any of this stuff. Like, look at that statue, for instance. I want to do the whole name-dropping, this girl knows her stuff thing too, but I've never seen anything like it before.
One of the old gods, right?
A statue with the head of a bird.
That's Thoth, the Ibis King, one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret. The legends say that he, the Crocodile King, and the Goat King were the 3 retainers of King Deshret. Let's take a look.
Peixoxo. Some peixoxo shit.
It's just Ashru.
So, all is well?
Typically speaking, at this point, the world disintegrates. Then we find ourselves back in the outside world. Besides, these are my memories. There's nothing to fear.
You're sure?
Of course. It's almost over.
Hold on!
What is that?
No.
Oh!
Face a death sentence.
Speak for yourself.
Don't tell me that's the homie with the mask.
Repulsive.
That is him. Wow. So maybe there's more than one chest, because how the hell did he get in there? Unless if you imagine the abyss in there. Somehow if the abyss appears anywhere, he has connection to it.
It's okay. I'm just glad no one was hurt.
Paimon noticed you doing something too, Dainsleif. Were you helping get them out?
Of course. When I asked Nefer to conduct this investigation, I was not naive to the dangers involved. I had a duty to ensure your safety.
Good to know your sense of justice is still intact after all these years.
I take that to mean that you saw the truth. That comes as a great relief.
I certainly did. And thanks to your help, I also managed to trap Rerir inside the chess set.
Whoa, really? How'd you manage that?
Well, to be honest, I sensed that something was wrong long before we made it to the temple. By using this fragment to probe into Rerir's past, well, the monster formerly known as Rerir, it seems I alerted him. I was tracking him, then he caught on and started tracking me too. Can't say I'm surprised.
But how did he track you through your thoughts alone? That shouldn't be possible.
Rerir was a secret agent who reported directly to the Vinster King. He is an expert at finding a trail and hunting down his pursuers.
No wonder.
He infiltrated the chess set, read my thoughts, and built a new virtual chess set inside of it. That's why we weren't able to leave at first.
Speaking of your chess set, it's quite a remarkable item. Would I be right in thinking you have some connection to King Deshret?
You overestimate me. I only have a connection with one of his underlings, the Ibis King. You all saw how this came to be. A long time ago, the Eab massacred my tribe, the Shimti, in our home village. A few years later, I enrolled in the academia, where some new information came to light. The Unut and the Eab fought a bitter battle over the rights to a well, all for the sake of a non-existent 50 million mora. The Eab ultimately won that confrontation, but their victory came at the cost of almost every warrior in the tribe. The final blow to the Eab came at the victory feast, when an Unut assassin beheaded their chief right before my eyes. The remaining Eab fled and have been scattered to the winds ever since. Having gotten my revenge, I returned to my hometown, where to my surprise, the nearby temple was still standing. There it was, seemingly immune to the relentless hostility of the desert, while my tribal home lay in ruins. As I stood there gazing at the temple, I noticed a cat just outside. This cat, as it turned out, was home to the spirit of the Ibis King. He led me to a gate deep inside the temple, and there he made a deal with me. This chess set is my gift from the Ibis King. The chessboard within is made to the same specifications as the one in the mausoleum of King Deshret, and represents his power of piercing analysis. With this chessboard in its container, I gained a certain ability to perceive hidden secrets. Now, you could conclude that the Ibis King simply wanted to give the people of this world the power to seek the truth, but I don't believe that's the full story. Every god plays favorites. Their hearts are as fickle as any human's, full of secrets, perversions, egotistical tendencies. But precious few gods are willing to admit this.
It is the same with all powerful forces, including fate itself. Their gaze falls preferentially upon a select few. As you rightly point out, this is an act of favoritism.
If you're alluding to the Abyss, then yes, I agree. Gather the others. It's time to share everything I've learned.
Before long, the group is couldn't read.
Thank you all for being here. As promised, I did some further investigating into the Raker of Solnari's background. I am pleased to report that the investigation has been most fruitful indeed. The Raker of Solnari, real name Rerir, was once a Conrian subject who served the Vinster King. I will now share the important details of his story. Please save any questions or comments for the end.
Okay. So she's just pretty much telling the whole story as to what happened. So it was Tolindi's. Tolindi's caused all this, even though it wasn't really her fault. And Bedfrolnir, which is the brother of the homie over there on the right, was trying to tell him pretty much what not to do, but he got his eyes poked out. So Tolindi smuggled away a piece of the moon before disappearing through that mysterious portal. It was passed down through the ages. So the person that we saw when we went to recover the moon fragment, that was her? Tolindi's never had a chance to share what she found there.
So that's why he's so obsessed with the moon.
A tragic tale, to be sure. But it does not excuse his many transgressions. No matter how much Rerir suffered in the past, the fact remains that he is what we know today as the Wild Hunt, wreaking havoc upon innocent lives in Notcry. He becomes more dangerous with each passing day. If left unchecked, it is simply a matter of time before all of Tevat suffers the consequences. This is a threat that the Knights of Favonius cannot ignore.
A question for Miss Columbina. Forgive me if this is presumptuous, but have you ever seen the spatial gateway that appeared in Rerir's memory?
Never. But I have heard stories of something called the Moon Gate, and this seems to fit the description.
Miss Lauma, any thoughts on this?
In the lore of the Frost Moon Scions, the moon is believed to hold many secrets. Some sources speak of ancient knowledge, others of a gateway to the unknown. The term Moon Gate is one I have heard before, but as is the case with all of our legends, there are no records of any first-hand witnesses. We cannot know whether it truly exists.
Then back to Miss Columbina. As a moon goddess yourself, do you have some idea of where the Moon Gate leads to?
Not at this stage, sorry. I do hold the power of the Frost Moon, and my strength is recovering well. I can sense that the gate would open at my command, but...
But there's more to the power of the Frost Moon than that?
Yes. A moon goddess has the right to open the Moon Gate, since it is a path to the moon. But as never mentioned, holding open a spatial gateway takes a huge amount of power. And right now, I need to conserve my energy to fight the Ray Hero of Solnari. I'm afraid this is one mystery we may have to leave unsolved for now.
I agree. Better to save your strength. But if you'll humor me for a moment, I have a bold conjecture of my own regarding the world beyond the gateway. I highly suspect that neither Tholindis nor Rerir made it through unscathed. The evidence pointing to this is the fact that the Rehir of Solnari exists in the form of countless fragments. With the abyssal power he wields, no ordinary foe can touch him, let alone tear him to shreds. And yet, the Wild Hunt proliferates wherever his scattered fragments lie, drawing hordes of monsters to many different locations across the land.
So your theory is that Rerir was physically torn to shreds by some powerful force? Hence, why the Wild Hunt is a distributed phenomenon, rather than a unified one?
Makes sense to me. Explains why the Wild Hunt is so pervasive, and why he's been trying to piece himself back together. He was whole to begin with, and he wants to be whole again.
Without the power of the Abyss on his side, he almost certainly would have perished the moment he was torn apart. But the Abyss, much like a curse, has kept him alive.
I could not agree more. The power of the Abyss is most surely a curse.
It is a compelling explanation, and one that accords with my present understanding of Abyss creatures. Whether the life form in question is primitive or advanced, If a curse has extended its lifespan unnaturally, it will continue to survive in spite of everything. This raises some interesting questions. I will run some experiments and see if there is any validity to my suspicions. That being said, regardless of whether my research bears fruit, I would like to thank Miss Nefer for conducting such a thorough investigation. Already, it has greatly enriched my understanding of the entity we face.
My pleasure, Mr. Albedo. I too hope that the information I have shared today proves useful as we look to formulate the next stage of our plan.
Hey! What is it, Dainsleif? You look really upset!
It's just... when I think of the man I once knew as Rerir, I struggle to understand why things had to turn out like this.
The two of you used to be friends, didn't you? I don't know if these words will bring any comfort, but my heart goes out to you.
Mine too. We can never know all the hows and whys of the way things are. The moon and stars are full of untold secrets and lies, and the skies are host to many more mysteries than these alone. Yet, none of that can begin to compare with the complexity of human life.
Those are the first comforting words I've heard in a long time. Thank you, both.
Well, I think this is a good place to end today's meeting. I'm sure Nefer needs some time to recover. She's been through an awful lot today.
That's very thoughtful of you, Llama.
Of course.
Sounds good to me. Take some time to rest and digest before we reconvene to nail down a plan. Hey, is this a bad time? Hope I didn't kill the conversation. No need. Come on, let's talk outside.
How'd I get a Capri Sun?
Anyway, Nefer went back to the curatorium to get some rest. But before she left, she shared some things with me that I thought you should be aware of. Firstly, although she managed to trap the Raker of Solnari inside her chess set, there's no guarantee that the power of the Ibis King is any match for one of the 5 sinners. Their powers are beyond our comprehension. It's only a matter of time before he finds a way to break out. We have to come up with a plan and take care of him before that happens.
Honestly, my mom figured that might be the case. So, how long have we got?
Well, I asked her that same question. She talked for a long time, but for the most part, it seemed like she was trying to convince me how precious her chess set is. What a long and storied history it has. It felt like some kind of sales pitch, you know? The kind where you end up handing over Mora against your will.
What, like corridos?
After all that, she finally answered the question. 2 days, at most.
2 days? Holy moly! Can we even recruit enough help in that time?
What about Threads? Have you checked Threads?
Which brings
Threads
me to the
is...
second issue.
I thought Twitter was bad. Threads is...
conflicted about this whole thing. But given how little time we have,
unhinged.
There's no way we can pull this off without his help. You have some history with him, right? Do you think maybe you could talk to him for us? Great. I appreciate it. All right, on to item 3. So, Albedo, Durin, and I put our heads together and came up with a plan. Can't promise it's gonna work yet, but at least it's a start. We figured we'd bounce the idea off you first. We'll explore it further once everyone's recovered.
Oh, Paimon's dying to hear this.
All right, so here's what we're thinking.
Now, hush, boys. Barker lays out the current plan. It's a shocking plan, but nothing can face the greatest traveler and the thrustiest travel guide in the Teyvat. It doesn't take you long to get behind it.
We felt a little uneasy about roping you into this. I mean, firstly, you're not locals, and secondly, none of us are your boss.
No mames, Nani, no mames. My
Well
Call of
within your
Duty just
rights to
updated.
refuse if you so choose.
How long does it take for your Call of Duty to update? What percentage is it in?
Here, it's all of us against the Reher of Solnari, or none of us stand a chance.
I choose my words very intentionally, I'll have you know. I like to think there's an art to striking a down-to-earth tone even when the stakes are through the roof.
Sir Varka, I have a few thoughts about this plan.
I'm all ears.
I think we can be more flexible with how the roles are allocated. In my view, the most sensible lineup would be like this.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Have you seen Threads? Go check out Threads, bro. It's like a brand new thing from Instagram and Facebook. But
if
Threads
that's
is
how
like
we're
the
gonna
competition for
approach
Twitter,
this,
but bro,
you'd better make sure you're ready.
it's nothing but like
To be
woke
clear, I
propaganda
don't
over
doubt your
there. It's
abilities.
bad.
Far from it. I just want to make
It's
sure.
bad.
Are you really willing to take all this on?
I want to do everything within my power. The Rahier of Solnari
And
is
a
a
bunch of
truly
chicks
fearsome opponent.
just selling, you
And
know,
if
their
I do
their
my
BS.
part, it'll greatly reduce the risk for everyone else involved.
Well, that
That's
tracks with what
scary,
I've
dog.
heard.
There's a lot of females
James
out there who
mentioned in her
don't want to
letters that you're
work.
so diligent, it's
Not
almost
judging, but at the same time,
abnormal.
yes, I am
As in,
criticizing.
most people weigh up the risks and rewards in situations like this. But
I
you
wouldn't want to
seem
have a
just march
son in this
towards
world,
danger
and he would
without a
have to deal
moment's
with what if
hesitation.
his wife
Of
or
course, everyone
girlfriend is
appreciates
one
a
of those
fearless
chicks. You know what I
pioneer.
mean?
But all that aside, I'm the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, and you're our honorary knight. I want to make sure your courage doesn't come at the expense of your safety.
Thank you, Sir Varka.
I should be the one thanking you. It means a lot to have you on board. I'll give some serious thought to your suggestions.
Barco gives a very knightly bow and says he'll see you at the hotel again later. He's arranged for everyone to meet and finalize the planned location. In an effort to lighten the mood, he booked out the hotel for his meeting so you could all chat over a drink. As the moon rises in the sky, you and Paimon leave your room, discussing whether Paimon has any other options than fruit juice. Everyone is already there waiting for you. They're chatting and smiling. Clearly, the rest has done them good, as well as the existing crew. Some unexpected help has arrived. Still, you remain conscious of the fact that the future of Not Quite rests on what is decided tonight. So many lives are at stake. You may never meet most of them, but whether they know it or not, all of them are counting on you. Okay, we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. That was crazy. That was crazy. We're gonna finish this part of the story later on at some point tomorrow or Saturday. Well, we are gonna play tomorrow because we have to do our dailies. So I want to thank everybody who came through tonight. Peaches, Nani, the homie El Gatito on TikTok, the homie Dima. Thanks for coming through. The homie Vinny, the homie DeAndre, Anthony, and the homie Nazar. Appreciate the love and support. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for coming through on Twitch and on Rumble. For the homies on Rumble, appreciate it. As always, my boys, don't forget to play, laugh, and enjoy life. This is your boy Kakaroto, aka Coco, signing off. I'll see you guys next time. Take care for now. Feel better, the homie Nani. Have a good one for now, homies. Take care. Peace. Let me see if I get on. I wanted to play Brawl Stars. Brawles Stars. That was 3 hours and a half. Nah. Let's see. Maybe. Take care, homies.